They say that love is blind, but I never trust its sight. When I turn and look inside, there's nothing I can find. In the silence of the night, when my demons come alive, I hear a voice disguised, telling me we're not alright.
You're always How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope everybody is having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, today I want to dive into some PTR class testing. They've got a lot of big changes for a lot of different playstyles when it comes to tier sets, new PvP talents. I want to see some of the combos you could do now, because I'm thinking Arms Warrior may be cranking, dude. They changed their tier set to, instead of buffing slam damage, to just buffing mortal strike damage and giving it a shockwave element. That thing absolutely pipes now. Like, just hitting some dummies and it did decent, very, very decent damage. That I was messing around with yesterday. Bloodthirst is another one. There's a bit of a rampy element. It doesn't ramp out of control like it used to. It used to be every time it crit and it counted every target that it hit. It still can do that. So in AoE, Bloodthirsts are going to be nuts. But I do want to see just like how big can a Bloodthirst hit now. Just the most amount of raw damage behind one. I think it could be really good. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one, boys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think the crit build for Fear Warriors may be the play. You're probably going to play like a big Berserker build where you're pressing Bloodthirst, or if not Bloodbath, and you're pressing Rampage a lot. I think that may be the playstyle going forward, which could... Doesn't Single Mighty Fury buff Bloodthirst by a little bit, or am I wrong on that one? Or is that just like something I made up in my head? Because I always didn't technically, because Single Mighty Fury buffs your ability damage, but I guess having a heavier two-handed weapon does as well. I always thought for some reason Single Mighted also buff the damage of Bloodthirst and stuff. Hello from friends, what's up, William? I do my man. Hope you have a good one, guy. I want to dive into some PTR today. Boys, a little bit of PTR, a little bit of light stuff, do a little bit of both. Evoker is another class that saw a bunch of new changes, by the way. How y'all doing? Welcome back. It's starting to get actually kind of hot outside, and it's starting to actually get kind of hot inside as well. I'm actually starting to sweat. How is this not good? I'm not good with heat. I'm a lot better with heat, but I'm, man, also freezing cold, like when it's some nights when it's just like, because I'm working, what is it, into the AM, right? Super late. I feel like my veins are sometimes freezing. It could just be my fingers tapping away for another script or whatever, and it's just like that's just catching up with me, kind of like a carpal tunnel, but not really. Could be the fact that I keep injuring my fingers somehow, and it just like that pain just over time just gets like gnawing at me. In the alpha, the beta single-minded was a talent for where blood needed for all those Bloodthirst talents, which is why you tie them together. I do the same, because I don't do it on purpose, but it's just like I naturally put them together. Alrighty, boys, I say we start out with some PTR stuff. I want to see just how hard some of these classes can crank, so we're gonna start off with that. Apparently Elemental Shaman with a new Lava Burst setup, the Lava Burst could do up to 45% more damage with a PvP talent. They're not instant anymore, but they can hit basically equal to I don't want to say Chaos Bolt, because I think a Chaos Bolt can hit a player for like 80k, but they can do something pretty wacky. So I want to test that out as well. There's a lot of wacky stuff they added. Also, Evoker, it looks like they reduced a lot of the burst capability, because previously they had a talent where they would use Deep Breath, and then all their empowerment abilities do like 40% more damage, 20% more damage. You would do that. Shatter. Big Eternity Surge into, what is that one bronze ability? It's Tip the Scales, Fire Breath. Fire both of them off at once. Oh, if you got a crit, oh, was it good? And your tiers above the damage of empowerment abilities by like 8%. And if they're still somehow alive afterwards, you can disintegrate at them, and that'll also zap them, and your tiers will do a bunch of damage. And it's a thing. It's a thing. But it definitely did give them like a one-shot, and it looks like they were like, uh-oh, hold on, Evoker, one-shot it again? Let's walk away from that one. Let's move out of that one real quick. They never can let him work with someone one shot, dude. They just can't let it happen. Also, did you see Paladins got nerfed? Not big of a nerf, honestly. Not a big nerf. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be satisfied with this one. Paladins have been doing really good for PvE and PvP. I don't mind their performance in PvE. I feel like, in fact, that's actually quite refreshing. PvP, Paladins have actually been pretty decent here and there. I guess it depends what expansion you look at, right? If you look at Mists of Pandaria, that's a wash. That was not Paladin's greatest moment. But like WoW, they were good. Legion, they were good. At least at the very beginning. I don't know, like, depends what you mean by good, right? Depends what you mean by good. But some people consider, oh, the class is good. Oh, when it's literally rank 1 dominating above the classes. Not dominating, not good. So it's like, oh, look how many paladins are at rank 1. They're not above other classes, so they're not good. And it's like, well, they're still getting pretty up there. They're still gonna get rank 1s. And there's like a lot of them in the population pool of people getting rank 1s. Like, for me, it's like, does a class have advantage over other classes? And with Pandaria, they did like no damage, they had no healing. They basically were like a CC bot, they were support class in Miss Pandaria, and they kind of relied on the hunters to do a lot of the damage. That was a pretty rough turn for paladins. And then warlords that were like, alright, that's injected with more damage. Legion that were like, alright, more damage and CC immunities and auto bubble whenever you actually die. From the artifact weapon, or one of them was a talent, the other from artifact weapon. I think the C-Mint was the artifact weapon, the auto bubble was a talent. But it was like, okay, so they could just don't have to worry about like even pressing a no main defensive. And if you throw them in the CC, they can just break out of it. They don't even need a trinket. They got adaptation for free. So it was like, okay, well, alright. And I thought they did pretty decent. Maybe they dropped off at some point later down the line because like Legion had weird scaling and stuff. Hello, what's up, lad? How you doing, man? And then BFA, well, probably it's good in BFA. I want to say they were, at least at the very beginning. I'm trying to remember because I know there's a lot of other classes that were really, really good. I think at the end of the day, the meta, at least for the duels in BFA, was like, can you survive long enough? And Demon Hunters and Fury Warriors were super aggro, where they could just basically waste your cooldowns and just out heal you. So I don't really know if you could count Paladins good for duels. But they might have been good for like the meta, but I have no idea. Duels are very, very different than like arenas and stuff. What up, Dad? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Chat, so over the bat, I want to try with a couple of characters. We got ourselves the Shaman and the Warrior. I feel like the Warrior could crank. Absolutely crank in 10-1. But also, Evoker's got some new stuff. We can go over those. I want to see if we can get like a big burst as an Evoker. Big burst. What about the Evoker? We can do one. Which one you guys want to see? Warrior, Evoker, or Shaman? Because Shaman's got a new PvP talent where Lava Burst is 45% more damage. Because that was okay, but at least everything is cast, nothing is insta-cast anymore. Hold on a second, boys. Here we go. Sorry. I thought to myself, like, I'll probably just talk to you guys, and in between talking, I'll just do a little YouTube write-up that I do whenever I go live or whatever. And I was just like, all right, started focusing, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I just kind of started. I was like, oh, might as well finish it. What did we decide, Joe, Chad? Warrior. All right, Warrior it is. Easy. I want to go and enable PvP real quickly because Warriors are probably going to slam it out of the park, but there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. I'm not going to join in the moment, but I'll vote Dalvoker. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just going to hit some train dummies. If I can get somebody like Warthros or whatever to be my train dummy so I can hit a real player and try some stuff, that'd be wonderful, but I don't think I'll really need a player in order to test some of these things. I'm just saying, how big can these numbies go? You know what I mean? I want to see how big of a numbie can we get. That's all I want to see. Someone also get the Burrow, which I think is pretty nice. Burrow is interesting, Quasi, because it actually does a lot more damage now. They buffed it. They buffed the damage by 200%. It's all physical damage. So there isn't a lot you can do as a shaman to buff the damage of Burrow, but I do wonder if it can crit, because you can Lava Burst and then you go Burrow, because Lava Burst above the damage, your physical damage, nature damage, frost damage, as well as, actually I think it's about it, right? Frost, physical, nature, because it doesn't buff like fire or anything. Okay, teleport. Yeah, we'll go back to Valdraken because I want to enable PvP. Also, it looks like my warrior is invisible. That's because he is. It's a little invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. We're trying to sneak past McGonagall. But yeah, Shaman Burrow ability should be pretty good. They're buffing it up so like you can use it defensively, but also you can use it offensively. Baseline right now, it does like 60,000 damage. Like Burrow. Once it come out, when you spike somebody up, 60,000. That's pretty good. Like if enemies are all clumped up. One thing I would love to see from Burrow is being able to like use it and then press it again to pop back up. So you have a little more control with it. I would love something like that. I don't know if that's how it works right now. But it'd be kind of nice to kind of like be able to turn it on and turn it off. Kind of like how you have the turtle shell for a hunter. How you can pop turtle shell on and then you can disable it. Or ice block and then you can get out of a block. Being able to like burrow and then pop back up would be nice. Because then this way like enhancement shamans and other shamans may be able to use it like, okay, let's say the DK is going to grip everybody, then blind everybody, and I'm going to burrow during and then monk is going to, let's say for hypothetically you're playing not with a DK, but let's say with a monk. Enemies are stacked together, the monk is able to like, let's say a druid Ursels them together, right? You throw Ursel, everybody gets yoinked, monk goes in, leg sweeps him, and then he's punches during that moment, and then you want to follow up more CC, and then instead of doing ring of peace, you'll do a burrow, and then pop up. Being able to burrow, and then next global pop back up will give you a bit more control of the ability, so you can use that more aggressively, that knock up. But you could also kind of use the dive in and pop back up a lot more easily. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping there will do little things like that. Little changes like that. Man, that took forever to load, by the way. What the? Since the menu, by the way, hangs out PTR a lot. Demon Hunters are looking bad. Are they really, XR? Are you talking about the tier set? Because I haven't really, like, paid attention to them that closely. But I will tell you right now, that tier set does not look ideal. Caligos? Thanks. I'm a pass on that. It basically gives me a sufficient camp quest, which is like go to the new world area. Usually, oh, they have an icon now. But this is the camps where Farak will be invading, or Farak's forces are invading. You go there, kill a bunch of mobs, to get the gems, use the gems to make keys and unlock different little treasures and different boxes in the area. Once you get onto those boxes, you can get gear, and once you've done enough activities, the bar fills up, and then Farak comes in and drops off a disciple. Everybody kills the disciple together, and you're all good to go. That's basically how it works. But you have the survivability as a Windwalker. Yeah. Delta Druid, what do you want to do? Are you trying to duel me? Is what he's trying to do? Trying to find a duel guy? Okay, so I really want to replace this trinket if I can, but I don't have a good one, so whatever. We'll just work with it. Okay, so warrior got buffed up quite a bit. So your tier set as an arms warrior. Let me turn on PvP real quick. As arms warrior, your tier set is quite good. Now the changes where deep wounds increases the chance of critical. So deep wounds increases your chance to critical strike the target and the damage of crits by 5%. So it's a 5% more crit chance, 5% more crit damage, which is pretty strong. Like it's not amazing, but it's pretty strong. I guess it doesn't really matter if I enable names, right? That makes it easy for me to target. Let me enable names. Name. Cool. So we got a bunch of crits. Every time my mortal strikes or my deep ones crit, it gives me crush in advance. Your next mortal strike deals 30% more damage and deals additional damage to all nearby enemies. So it has this like shockwave effect. Shockwave effect is not scaled based on mortal strike damage. It's just like its own damage, right? So when a shockwave, it does a bit of damage. I mean, up to a 12k if it 3 stack. It's pretty good, but the actual mortal strike itself is buffed up. So mortal strike itself can be buffed up with that effect. You also can buff mortal strike up from using overpower, which will increase the damage of mortal strike by up to 60%. So together with this, if it procs, yep, pop. Mortal strike there hit for how much? 30k. So on the crit, it's like 60k. Mortal strike can be further empowered with the Warbreaker to bypass enemy's armor. which is kind of nice. Mortal Strike can also be further empowered by stacking up mastery, so that while the blade is on an enemy, you do more damage to that enemy. Then Mortal Strike can also be buffed up by other things like Sharpened Blade for PvP. When activated next, Mortal Strike will deal 15% additional damage. You can also do little things like Mortal Strike can be buffed up by, you can do Unhinged, where Blade Storm will cast total 2 Mortal Strikes. I believe these also benefit from all of your Mortal Strike modifiers, but I don't know if they consume them or not. From what, maybe they don't consume it. They might not even consume it. Who knows, honestly? I have no clue. I know that a lot of people have been using Unhinged, I think because they don't consume, but I could be wrong in that. You can also buff up Mortal Strike or buff it yourself by going Avatar. 20% more damage on top of that. What else can buff Mortal Strike? Mortal Strike. Mortal Strike. I mean, this is a chance to reset Mortal Strike. You can maybe go a Hurricane so you can get some more strength buff. This Mortal Strike can do a bit more damage when it crits. Has a chance to hit again or reset itself. Isn't it one where you can hit strike twice? I thought there was a thing where Mortal Strike could strike twice. Has a 20% chance to reset its own cooldown. So I think they changed it from striking twice to just resetting. They also changed bloodletting a little bit too, where Mortal Strike, if you have a Mortal Strike on a target that's low on health and you already talented the rend, it'll just freely prevent it. That's kind of nice. But yeah, and you could also, like, since you played into crit heavy playstyle, you could use Spear or Bastion too, in order to make this warrior pop off. Or this warrior playstyle rather, pop off. So what's good about this is Spear or Bastion buffs your crit damage, and you have a little bit more of a crit interaction with the tier set now. So if you throw down the spear, and while you're standing in the Spear or Bastion, your crit damage is increased by 25%. I think it's reducing PvP a little bit, but it's still pretty decent. So there's a lot of ways to buff up Mortal Strike instead of buffing Slam, where normally you would buff Slam, and Slam would be buffed up by like 10 times, 20% or 50% times 10, like 500% damage or something. It actually did quite a lot of damage, so you can go Slam, Mortal Strike, and both of them crit. It was literally one shot. But now I think with this change, I don't really know how that works. Possibly it still does a lot. Yeah, Mortal Strike 74 up to 175k. That was without Sharpened Blades too. Actually, I do wonder if I could maybe get like another little Warbreaker and then test it out with Sharpened Blades. So like no Warbreaker, 100k. That's pretty good. So in PvP, if you could hit somebody for 175k, that would be kind of good. Although I probably should have put on PvP gear like versatility and hit a train dummy, or rather hit a player. I think that would help out a ton. So yeah, what's up, Carlos? Anyway, man, you want to test somebody? No, I can be a train dummy. Yeah, Alp, if you want to join me on PTR, man, definitely. I'll need to go get some PvP gear, but I just kind of wanted to see just how hard warrior tier set can crit or can hit. But Mortal Strikes get empowered by your crushing events are pretty good. Where Crushing Advance is also pretty good in chat is in pure AoE. I don't know if it has this like benefit of no, it doesn't get the benefit of super strikes. I was thinking maybe like it gets benefit super strikes and stuff. It does not. But I think in AoE you'll probably will want to press Mortal Strike a lot more often, because your tier set only procs to Mortal Strike. So I wonder how the playstyle is going to transform. Like, I guess you just want to weave Mortal Strikes in between of like your single target rotation. But like Crushing Advance does a lot of damage in AoE, as you can see. So I think you'll probably will want a Mortal Strike. So you'll want to keep Mortal Strike on cooldown, keep Rend on cooldown for everything. And you'll probably want to rotate maybe between Mortal Strike. Do you just want to replace Cleave with Mortal Strike actually? Because look, it can have for up to 45k. And if you can have a AoE rolling on it, that could be really good. Okay, so Crushing Advance will hit everything in front of you for... Okay, I want to try this. I want to see this. I want to see how much damage everything deals. So, fully stacked up Mortal Strike. It's going to do how much with the tier set? Right? Mortal Strike. 44k versus Cleave. So Mortal Strike itself will hit for about 45k or 50k, or I guess 25k with non-crit. This is about 40k versus 43k on Cleave. I feel like it's a situation where you'll probably start wanting to use Mortal Strike on cooldown. I feel like maybe Warriors will probably even play less Cleave. Because Cleave is good, but if the tier set does not benefit from Cleave whatsoever, just Mortal Strike. And then that's kind of like an empty button where you can either... You basically would just play single target, and you'll play Mortal Strike, overpower, Maybe a whirlwind. I guess one of the advantages of cleave is to maintain like all the deep wound stacks. That's about really the only advantage of cleave right now. Because right now Mortar Strike on its own, especially if you have cleave rolling, if you're super striking it, I feel like it's a bit more damage. But I wonder if you could do stuff like Warbreaker in order to maintain the debuff. You know? Because otherwise you just could buff up Mortar Strike. Or you just gotta like... Or you just gotta... Maybe you're not going to even do that, because it's just... Person Overpower makes the most sense because you get in the Dreadnought aspect of it. The Dreadnought Shockwave, where whenever we press Mortal Strike or Overpower, a Shockwave kind of echoes outwards in front of you, doing damage in AoE. And it doesn't do bad damage. Yeah, you'll probably end up doing something like that, honestly. You can show the Frostmage Hero set, how good or bad is it for PvP. If I find a Frostmage, yes, actually I can. Here's the Frostmage Hero set. So the Frostmage Hero set is going to be a Flurry and Ice Sense damage is increased by 10%. Flurry causes an explosion on impact, dealing 50% of its damage to nearby enemies. Damage reduced beyond 5 targets. So you get a lot more damage on your instant cast abilities. Flurry usually being instant. Actually, it's only instant cast, isn't it? Casting Ice Sense on a frozen target has a 10% chance to trigger Brain Freeze. So there's moments of the Frost Mage where you get a bunch of Lance procs that give you Flurries back. Because whenever you shoot a Lance against a frozen target or a Lance that's empowered by Fingers of Frost, it treats it like the enemy is frozen. Right? Next Ice Sense deals damage to the target as if it were frozen. So you have a lot of little like qualifiers like while Flurry is active, it treats the target like it's frozen. So you could basically go for a bunch of Flurries, Lance, Furries, Lance, Furry, Lance, Furry, Lance, Furry, Lance, like next door guy, right? You kind of see the damage that he's doing to these train dummies with Lances. I'm not really sure if I'm seeing him play some Blizzard at all. It doesn't look like this guy's pressing Flurry whatsoever. What about this guy? This guy's not even doing anything. It's only, next. Does he ever press Flurry? He did press Flurry. So Flurry itself doesn't do amazing damage, but that Shatter, when it cleaves, it's pretty decent. As for PvP, I think it would just give you more Flurry and Ice Senses combos. Like you'll get a flow where you're just getting one proc in the other, and then you're flurrying to Ice Sense and the Ice Sense on a frozen target. Ice Sense is buffed by Flurry, treated as frozen. Proc more Flurries, and you Flurry, Ice Sense, and Flurry, Ice Sense, Flurry, Ice Sense, stuff like that. So they added a new test dummy here, by the way. He added me with threat neutralization. I don't know what that means. Threat neutralization. Apply to personal aura to players within 6 yards. Is that to see if like... Is this to see like some kind of mechanics? Or is this to like see if you can immune mechanics? Is this an immune to chain dummy? Because this is a dummy they added for PTR. I have no idea what it does. But it's probably kind of important. It probably has some sort of a use. I have no idea what it does. I have no clue. Yeah, but Frostmage Seer said it could be good if you get a lot of procs. Alright, so that's the Arms Warrior tier set. It seems really, really solid. I don't think I can really buff up Mortal Strike any more than I can. But what I kind of want to do is I want to see just how big that Mortal Strike can hit. Like when hitting the train dummy here. So I'm going to buff myself up fully. Sharpen blades and everything. Spear, everything. Right? Wish I had the, hopefully big it. So I mean, Mortal Strike can hit for up to 92k non-crit. So when it crits, it's like 180k. That's pretty good. I mean, if you could just chop somebody up like that, that's really, really nice. If it was a crit, it probably would have been like close to 200, more than 200. Actually, I kind of want to do it again. I kind of want to do it again, chat. No. Okay. Chat. What do you prioritize as a warrior when it comes to your PvP set? Versatility, yeah? I want to get myself some PvP items real quickly. Just for a second, just because I know the skill really well. What do you prioritize as a warrior? Mastery, Versa, right? I wish I had the gear vendor out here in Draka, by the way, so I didn't have to go all the way to Orgrimmar. Because it's like a loading screen and whatnot. I want to see if I can get myself some PvP gear on the warrior real quick. It won't really matter for other classes. I just want to give myself like the most amount of damage. And we're going to hope that I get a lucky crit. I have 5% extra chance to crit. That's about all I get. But I think we go over so mastery, right? Or I guess we can go crit. Or should we go haste? No, we should probably go crit then. I thought I had PvP gear on this guy, but it might have been another warrior that I made. But yeah. But the H, I think the H's are not too bad except they definitely don't have like any way to go behind the pillar and heal themselves, but they're kind of rewarded for playing super aggressive and using the leech metamorphosis mechanic and aggressive healing. Now I've got 4K hours in Overwatch overall and only 10 hours in Diva. So on a Grandmaster's game as her. Nice. Is she easy to play? Because I remember she was kind of like, I don't want to say easy just because people feel like it's just one of those things where it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like super bunker playstyle where it's like, oh, getting shot at, shield. All right, shotgun, 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 shield. It's just until you really did, until it built up enough resources. And people could also play bumper cards so that when you had a second tank, one tank could be the main tank and you could just bump people around. Felt like a little bit too easy too. All right, so this gear is actually really strong, huh? 450 item level. So I don't know if they don't really go up that much, do they? So crit, I guess we'll go crit here. So I don't need a full tier set, and I guess what I could do is replace gloves with Versa, Mastery Versa. I guess I don't really need this belt. Mastery? I'm not getting any mastery here. Mastery. Crit mastery. Mastery. Crit. And I guess I should go for like a proper like PvP trinket, I guess. And a weapon. Yeah, that's worth it. Well, I mean a Scander is really good. 450 is probably better. Crit. Mastery Versa. Hell yeah. We got Obsidian Mace one-handed. Some of these, oh, that shit looks so good, Chad. Look at that thing. Oh my god, that looks good. Wait, you only get one spear? You only get that weapon for PvP? Armors Warriors. Oh no. Wait, wrong one. Replace. Replace. Cool. Oh, it's green. Oh, it's actually kind of dope. Green Dragonflight looking armor. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Alrighty. Let's go back over here. I should have picked up a second weapon, honest. I got a Scander. Oh, it's okay. That's okay. I could just have fury with that. I just want to get myself a proper PvP set, so when I turn on war mode on against the train dummy, I just want to see how hard a mortal strike can crit. So imagine that crit in the player. But I feel like Arms Warrior Tier said they had a slam playstyle, but that was mortal strike. I think it's going to be just overall chat a lot better. Hello, what's up, Sally? How you doing, guy? Yo. Yeah, PvP gonna beat you up, by the way, because I would love a human train dummy to try stuff on. Otherwise, I have a normal train dummy to try stuff on. But so far, I've been able to get Mortal Strike to hit for almost 200k. I want to break that 200k. Because if that can hit another player for 200k with the new help we're getting, then Armed Warriors could potentially have themselves like a really good, nice little opener go. Although it looks like they really are trying to like downplay a lot of the bursts. I feel like that's what they're giving Armed Warrior, like, oh, you got a tier so they're boosting Mortal Strike damage up to 30%. But you also got this little shockwave. This shockwave for the sustained damage. Which is also good. Don't get me wrong. Alright, so we're gonna charge in, get us the full Mortal Strike thing. Hopefully we get us a couple of procs here. Proc 1, proc 2. Nice, beautiful. Give me another proc. Okay, we're gonna go hit a train dummy. Big go. And bah! Ah, that would have been good. Huh? I mean, when they crit, gee, lordy. So I was really hoping that 100k would have hit for over 200k. That would have been beautiful. That would have been glorious. Alright, well, let's try to see if I can maybe get myself, like, another go. Because what I can do is I can put bleeds on everything. Wait until my Warbreaker is up. I can go for a quick Blade Storm and hopefully remove it. Quick enough. No, I can't apparently. I thought you could. Alright, so I got myself a bit of stacks. I don't have the spear. Pop. 80k. I still want to go for like a big crit though. What's spear cooldown at right now? 38 seconds. Okay, so we have Avatar and everything coming back very soon. So we'll have it very soon, chat. Do you think that 10.1... What's up, King Heidi, my guy? Do you think 10.1 is coming out in about a month time too soon? Or do you think it's the perfect time to release 10.1? I mean, in terms of like waiting for a new content update, it's about the perfect time. Like, people want to play new stuff. You know, King? Like, I want to play new stuff. New stuff looks really good. New raid looks really good. New tier sets look pretty good. PvP stuff look really, really fun. You know, new class changes. A lot of them I like. Not all, but a lot of them. Yeah. It's about, like, when you're looking at it, like, from, like, if this was Legion, this would be about the normal time to release content updates. If you played in Shadowlands, where it took half a year to release content updates, then you're like, oh, maybe too soon. Honestly, the sooner the better. It's how I view it. Like, having new stuff to play with is nice. Plus, it seems the polish has been a little bit different this time around. Like, they've been really on the ball with changes and nerfs and adjustments and listening to the community and the tier sets. I mean, just look at the tier sets and how they went through changes. Just go to the very first iteration of some of these tier sets, like the Frost ZK tier set, for one, or the Arms Warrior tier set, or what is another one? Priest tier set. Look at the Disc Priest tier set and just see the transition and just see for yourself, like, if someone ship it to me. UPS. Cool. Neat. Alright, but yeah, just look at those tier set changes and go back at the comments where people are like, oh hey, here's how you could adjust it, and then you can literally see them listening to the community and make changes. Again, not every class is probably like one I'm missing right now. Like one spec. I know the Bear Druids have been like, hey, can we get a buff? It's been like a good while. Can we already get a buff now? I think the tier set looks really, really good though. Really, really good. But yeah, I feel like if you I mean, again, King, you can just look for it yourself, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been paying attention, they may make it changes and they've been on the ball with it for a good bit. The new zone works. Everything about it works. The raid, for the most part, works minus a few tweaks, and they did say final boss is not going to be revealed because they want to keep it a Razzagat style thing where they want to keep it a surprise. But they have been listening to community. They have been learning lessons. I mean, this tier was not even the longest either. It wasn't even the most difficult tier either. Like, the final boss was a perfect amount of challenge, and every other boss was pretty good too. If they could do the same thing again with this tier, I'd be cool with that. Did you see a high risk? Yeah, before. So high risk PvP is like when you die, you drop gear. That's kind of fun. That's cool. I did not see it, but I heard about it. Made me think of Ascension off the bat. But yeah, I think it's good that it's coming out soon, King. I think it's good. Having to wait, like, how much longer would you want to wait, King, for a patch? How much would you personally want to wait until we get this new update? Just how much do you think is a good enough time? Like, what's the time or wait do you think that's perfect before a patch should release? Yeah, I love the early Ascension because everyone loved the high risk PvP. Nobody really does it anymore, does it? I feel like because they were like, hey, here's some PvE servers. Last time I heard it, those were really popular. We're sick of that randomness and whatnot, but not in the same way. All right, Warbreaker, hopefully, big slam. Ah, come on. Come on, Blizzard. Give me that slammer. Ah. That would have been such a good Mortal Strike. I got 112k. It just needs to crit. Oh, man. I was thinking May still, but, wait, so you're thinking May still, but not first week? I was thinking like mid-May. But the thing is, Diablo's coming out mid-May. So are you gonna play WoW and Diablo? Because a lot of people want to play Diablo. It's a new game. So if you did it mid-May, you would what? You would have, let's say, like, you would have the patch drop, right? And then you would have a week afterwards the raid drop, and then a week afterwards Diablo launches, but you're already mid-progression. Like, how do you split time between the two games? You can't even, like, explore the content and really dive into it, and then try another game for a little bit and go back and forth and really get yourself a good week at least to play either one. You know? I don't really, yeah, I just don't know how that would work out. Unless you're like completely excluding Diablo from the question. And maybe that's probably a better way of looking at it, is like, hey, don't think about it from like including Diablo, excluding Diablo. Also, I cannot unclick Bladestorm. Is that changed? Has that been different? When did that change? I cannot unclick Bladestorm, and I don't really like it. I kind of want to be able to click my Bladestorm. All right, boys. Again, we're doing it. We're doing it, baby. Overpower. Hopefully big. Please give me overpower. Okay. Ah! Oh, come on. That was even a better crit. That was a better hit. That was a better mortar strike. I keep making them stronger and stronger, boys. My mortar strikes are getting out of control, and I can never get a crit. I just want to see a big crit. That's what I want to see. How big can you crit? in full PvP gear. I mean, that hit for 100, crit for 100k, but imagine like the 125 crit with a crit damage increase. Oh, how good would that be? What's up, man? Richard cancel Blaster macro. You can't right click it? Hold on. I have a cancel Blaster macro. Hold on. It's also the same macro that I use hamstring on. Let me double check. If I click Bladestorm here, it is the macro. It doesn't cancel it. Bladestorm cannot be canceled now. Bladestorm cannot be canceled. Can't cancel Bladestorm. That might be a little different. What's up, China? How do my man? Hope you having a good one. Yeah, I was pretty sure I had a cancel Bladestorm macro. Yeah. Okay, look. So I have a macro called, I don't know if, wait, can you even see it above my fat head? Yeah, you can. So it has a macro for cancel Bladestorm macro, right? So with this macro, I charge. When I'm in melee, I hamstring. When I'm storming, I don't. So with this one, I cancel Bladestorm if I need to charge. It'll automatically cancel it. And I think I have the same thing for Heroic Leap. Also cancel Bladestorm. Cancel Aura Bladestorm. Just to make sure if I ever need to move, and I'm like, I need to move. I'm gonna die if I don't move. I need the Bladestorm cancel right now. This helps me. Cancel Bladestorm. So I'm gonna Bladestorm. Spamming macro. Can't charge. I'm spamming it. There we go. Not charging it off. You can't cancel Bladestorm. That's horrible. They're probably thinking of a perspective of like they don't really want you to stop it early. They kind of want you to be able to plan it and use it as a big ability. But like there are moments where you want to cancel it. There are moments where you do want to cancel it. But hopefully they'll end up fixing it. It seems like a weird one. It seems like a weird bug that it seems like a weird change that kind of slipped across. Alright boys, we got everything here. Avatar on, Bladestorm on, everything on. Big Warbreaker, hopefully. Give me that big one! Oh! Only 200k? Apparently only 200k. Apparently that Mortal Strike was a weak one. That would only hit for 200. So at least you can crit somebody, or at least a train them before 200,000. But I wonder why that hit so much less. I guess RNG rolled low, didn't get the benefit of somewhere, miss a buff somewhere. I don't even know. Missed something. But there it is, man. You can crit for 200k, probably even more. I don't know if you can hit players with that. That'll be something fun to test. But like the damage you can do is quite a bit though, either way. Like buffing all the into Mortal Strike, you don't have that big damage hammer, but it's still good. Alrighty, Fury, real quick. Like in PvP, it's a horrible idea. Yeah. Because in PvP, sometimes you want to cancel Bladestorm so you can land that execute. In PvP, you want to cancel Bladestorm so you can reflect. In PvP, you want to cancel Bladestorm to interrupt. But if all you can do is Bladestorm, yeah, it's going to be not ideal. Some would call this not ideal. Alright, Fury Warrior. So you have a Bloodthirst build where with tier set, here we go. Rampage damage and crit chance is increased by 10%. Rampage causes the next Bloodthirst to have a 10% increased crit chance, deal 24% increased damage, and generate 2 additional rage. Stack it up to 10 times. So if you go for a full Bloodthirsty playstyle, you could get yourself quite a bit of damage with your Bloodthirst. Although, look at my setup here, chat. I do like being able to go with a Reckless Abandon. And Recklessness can randomly grant you, or Rampage is going to randomly grant you Recklessness. I think it's good. But I feel like instead of going for Odin's Fury, I kind of like Onslaught. Because Onslaught seems like a really good ability. Seems like a way better version of a Slam. In a way. But yeah, I don't really know what's going to be best here. But with this warrior setup, like it could be really strong. Rampages. So Rampages can either hit like a singular target or it can hit like multiple targets here, by the way. So when I hit one target. Really? Only one target, huh? Yeah, so basically every time you press Rampage, you get still the damage buff. Or a stacking buff. It makes me think that the way you're supposed to play it is actually... Yeah, it's really interesting. Bloodthirst increased by 10%, but like, how? Maybe you're just supposed to use like external buffs to like buff yourself in damage. Potentially. I definitely don't think I want to do a long cooldown of my whirlwind. Maybe not. Because I feel like I could burn through it very, very quickly. Or maybe you do, because I'm doing like 200k DPS. Yeah, maybe you don't want to do the long whirlwind cooldown. That may not be that good. I'm gonna guess that may not be that good. But I'm guessing there's a playstyle you gotta have with it though. I probably need a far more crit to make this work. Yeah, having a whirlwind on a long cooldown like this is a little awkward. I mean, by the time I use the globals, it should be back up. But there are definitely some downtimes that I have. Weird downtimes. I guess it kind of works. So you would have a lot more bloodbath damage, you would have gushing wound, which hopefully crits a lot more often. You would want to get a lot more crit on the gear though. But bloodbaths can hit for up to 137k. That could be really good. Also, another thing you could do in PvP, I do wonder how in PvP this would work out. So like if let's say I want to buff up the damage of bloodbath a bunch, I guess I would want to make sure that I have a bunch of rampages stacked up, yeah? And I kind of want to see if I can just stack up a bunch of damage together with Death Wish, just to see how hard the Bloodthirst can crit for. We got us as avatar, we got us as everything. Kind of want to try it, just to see how hard this thing can crit in general. This is over here. Hi, crit changes 175 to 150, make it slow in PvP. Yes, yeah, definitely the crit changes in PvP will slow it down. It'll make bursts a little bit less like super impactful and deadly, but sustained damage should still be really good. I mean, burst is still gonna have an impact. Burst is still gonna have an impact, but yeah, lowering down the damage of the crits is gonna make things a little bit more slower. But I think they're just trying to make sure the game doesn't get like super bursty. That's all they're trying to do, while things still have to die. Alright, so I got myself the big rampage chat. 250% more damage. I want to make sure that I get myself a big old rampage and all the cooldowns are ready. Buff myself up. You guys ready? Big hit. Bloodthirst. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, that hit hard. That's even better than a mortar strike, but you stack it up forever and ever and ever though. You stack it up forever. So I'm wondering if you'll be able to achieve something similar, but you won't play Annihilator and you will play into Bloodthirst. But I think you'll play into maybe like, you won't play Cold Steel Hot Blood, but you will play basically into everything that can buff the damage of Bloodthirst. So everything that buffs the damage of Bloodthirst, specifically, look at this, Bloodthirst. So everything that buffs the damage. Let this cooldown reduce, not necessarily need to reduce the cooldown. So honestly, like all this side right here, it's kind of dead in the water. The talents you will want to grab is at the top. Hold on, actually let me do it like this because it's gonna bug out. At the top, you grab this, you grab that, you grab this. Damn. You probably don't even need this, but it's fine. It's fine. Well, you don't even need that, honestly. Damage is here. You can go for Gushing Wound, which is probably gonna be okay, but like you don't necessarily need it. You just need that one big Bloodthirst, and you want to have it be a Bloodbath, so it does a lot more damage. So then we can pick up other stuff. And to make this work, chat, we're actually going to go heavy to make Bloodthirst do more damage. We're actually going to go heavy into Rage and Blow. It'll make sense in a moment. Promise ya. I promise ya. So we pick this up. We grab this. Damage. Resources. Yeah. We can go in Bridal Ferocity. Here we go. So this is a playstyle where we're pressing a lot of Rage and Blow. Why are we playing a playstyle that's all about Rage and Blow though? I'll show you in just a second. I'll show you. So we're trying to, basically with this playstyle, we're trying to get through our rampages as soon as possible, right? We're trying to build them up as quickly as we can. That's what we're trying to do, really. So with this build, you're just basically just trying to get through rampages as soon as humanly possible. And the idea is like to global rampage if you can, global rampage. So you stack it up the rampage very, very quickly because it takes a while for you to really stack it up. But you want to make sure that the rest of your damage while you're working towards it is also pretty good. So we continue to stack it, 8 stacks, beautiful. Now if we have any big cooldowns, this is where we probably would use them, hopefully. But now we have a pretty 100% crit chance, and BAM! That's how you do it. So I think that's the place you're going to go for. You're going to use other abilities like Crushing Blows, Executes, or Raging Blows rather, to build up the stacks. And when you have it, you'll stun them, big cooldowns, big bloodbath, chop their head off. I think that could be really, really good. Really, really good. How's the hit of the Shaman? Actually pretty good, Mateo. Actually looking pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if you would, I think in PvE, you probably wouldn't play this build. You'll probably play another build. You'll probably play like a full-on, what is this, Mites take 2? Couldn't quite do it. Okay, Ravager is waiting on. Ravager, are you back? Smites take 2. Ravager isn't cooldown. Go for Ravager. But I think in PvE, you'll probably play a Bloodthirst build with the Bleed playstyle, and you'll go for like crit heavy setup. So let me actually go as crit heavy as I can on my gear. Crit heavy, get actual good trinkets and stuff. Give myself a little bit of haste too, maybe. I'll keep that crit. We can go haste, because haste is good. Crit is fine. Crit's kind of low actually, so we'll swap to this. I'm just gonna go for secondaries. Music. Where'd you go? I want to swap any of these other items. Not really. But I'm trying to see if I can reach 30% crit. I don't think I can. 28%. But let's go swap for crit. There we go, 30% crit. So I feel like with 30% crit is where our Fury Warrior is probably going to be more comfortable. More comfy. Some of the challenges have been reset. Oh yeah, a lot of the smites build don't really work well, do they? Yeah, let me just quickly build that back up. I don't remember what I need to build up to. Now that's a bummer. I think we go normally Avatar. And if I want to do like a normal Bloodthirst build for AoE, I think normally it's Odin's Fury, which is like signal the auto attacking build, usually. Although I don't really know if you would want to play an auto attacking build, but maybe you do. You definitely want to play Bloodthirst because it's going to be pretty valuable. Rampage, damage buff, I mean it's okay. Execute stuff. Probably want to pick up Odin's Fury. I wonder if you could bypass Storm of Swords and just pick up like Onslaught or something. You probably can't. You probably want to do something like that. So that's probably be like your auto attacky Bloodthirst build where you just try to Bloodthirst every global that you can or something. That's probably going to be the playstyle here for this specific build for Fury Warrior with the tier set. That synergizes pretty well with the tier set. But this build you'll probably end up pressing Bloodthirst more often, just to make sure you have the bleed at all times. Although if you can somehow scroll past it and you could hit Rampage instead. I guess I could do it too. I'd probably put Bloodthirst because it does a lot of damage. Yeah, you probably put Bloodthirst. But you can get yourself like a 3-button build where you're Bloodthirsting and Rampaging. Or Bloodbathing more than Bloodthirsting. It's not even really the same button, is it? Look at this rotation. I don't really have any other buttons to press at all. I'm mostly just Rage and Blow, Bloodthirsting. Which I guess works out pretty well. That is, I guess, maybe a place. I'm not sure if that's what you'll play, though. I feel like there's something cool about banking up that Rampage damage, or Bloodthirst damage. You know? I feel like there's something definitely neat about it, and I feel like that may be the play for PvP. You'll just have like a delayed burst. You have a really, really delayed go, and then eventually you'll Bloodbath, unless you have like nothing press at all. But I don't really know if that's going to be like the meta play. Kinda hoping it was. But I mean, like, Bloodbath itself is actually not doing bad damage at all. But you'll probably have like this ramp up of Bloodthirst, or of Rampages, where you'll press, let's say, like Rampage into Odin's Fury, and you'll generate a bunch of Rage. And you'll just build it up, build it up, build it up like naturally through damage procs, and then you'll go for massive Bloodthirst afterwards. So there'll probably be some moments where you'll end up ramping super, super hard. With like all the procs and whatnot. Maybe we'll incorporate like the Ravager or something spinning around. How does Frost DK look at the patch? I think it looks really, really good, Mr. Proper. I like this Frost DK. Have you seen the tier set? It's so good, man. You just summon dragons, and you got a big crit damage buff, which I'm a big, big fan of. I might come in 5 minutes. Sounds good, man. You're more than welcome to my guy. What do you think will be better in 10.1 or worse for now? What do you think will be do you think PvP will be better than 10.1 or worse than now? Better in this patch or worse than this patch, in the current patch? I think it's probably gonna be, it's hard to tell. Because the crowd control thing got me a little bit irked because I'm a rogue main, right? And for rogues, CC is everything. So I'm hoping that maybe at least like they'll buff up classes. So like, okay, well maybe sustain consistent damage and like a small CC chain, like a really clutch CC, maybe they can still get you the win. But it looks like they're trying to give players more opportunity to actually play the game and not sit in crowd control all the time. Which for rogues, again, CC heavy classes, you're missing out on it. Classes that don't care about CC, like warriors, for example, or paladins or demon hunters, they benefit from it greatly. Even casters to some degree, I think, benefit, because their CC is getting nerfed a little, but like still getting like a couple of fears while pumping damage. You can still get quite a bit out. Them reducing their crit damage is interesting because it will slow the pacing down of the game a little bit without having to buff healing or buff defensives. But defensives will naturally be a little bit better, but I don't know if it's enough to like slow the game to the point where we can like battle for Azeroth like 20-minute games, you know, 2v2. Like maybe, but I think they're just trying to like, okay, we don't want to make the burst like surprisingly big out of nowhere. We're trying to limit the surprise element of things. We want players to be able to see the damage, see the warrior popping cooldowns, see him slamming through ya, but not just go in and like, oh, here goes 75% of your health in a single go. I think that's what they're trying to limit. Which is an interesting change. I do hope that they adjust certain classes, because like, for example, Outlaw, another spec, plays heavily into crit damage right now. So if they can maybe increase our crit damage to counter it, because we don't really do a lot of damage to begin with the tickle, and this crit nerf is going to hurt us a lot. Give us some damage back in return, you know what I mean? Give classes that are so CC heavy, give them a little more sustain in return. You know, if you're not going to give them more burst, at least give them better sustain damage. Make sure every class has good sustain to work with, you know? Because it looks like it's an interesting change they're doing. It's hard to tell how good it'll be long term, but it's good they're making changes. I think at the end of the day, it's good they're making changes. I have no idea which direction this is gonna go. It looks like they're trying to like make sure we're not hitting that Shadowlands breakneck speed PvP, which is good that you're trying to keep us from there, but they really don't want it to be as slow as it was in BFA, which I think is also good too, because I don't think so. PvP and BFA, like people played it, it was okay, but it was like exciting, like it worked. People played it and it worked all right, but you know, it was. I didn't like the slow pacing. I didn't think it was good for the game either. Like, things gotta die. You can't just have like a Fury Warrior live for 10 minutes because the MP isn't high enough. I can just Bloodthirst himself to full. You know what I mean? Things like that. Little things like that. But it'll be like a very, very drawn out game, and like, yeah, you'll be basically, you gotta really take some time out every day to really get some 2 stats or 3 stats. That is the worst when you're playing the game for like 15 minutes and you lose. Oh, it is the worst. Because there you are, focused for an entire 15 minutes, and then you're like, oh, so close to kill. Oh, but it slips out of your hands, and then the other team catches your healer off guard and then interrupts him or something, and down they go. It's not great. So it's nice. Lovers, how you doing, fam? Hope you doing good, fam? How you doing? Welcome back. I feel like Fury is too much extra work. I just hit so many buttons to expect better RIL. Compared to Arms, it's just much calmer and doing better damage. But I tell you, Arms Warrior definitely does get straight to the point. But Fury's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna say anything else besides Fury's actually really, really fun. I enjoy the hell out of Fury. I think it's really, really good. I like it a ton. I think Fury's a fantastic spec, and I think it plays really, really well. Let me see if I can find that one mix over on NCS mix. Can I find it? There's this one mix that I like, but that one artist who does stuff. Is it this one? No, it is the... Is it Naviro? That one. It is Naviro. Hey, pause that, get this guy in here. Hey, Sam Arms cuts to the point. It does cut to the point. Alright, another class I want to take a look at is the Shaman, because they're getting buffed up with the Lava Birds doing 45% more damage. Dathik will work, because I'm already next to PvP trained dummies, and I can just buy PvP gear right then and there. Beautiful! Beautiful! Do spring sale? All this stuff? Cool. Nice. Don't care, really. Or at least there's not much that I really want to get from there. Alright. Beautiful. But yeah, Franzik is really good. I like him a lot, Mr. Proper. I'm excited for what they're going to be like. If you do Slam during downtimes. Slam, Felipe, I get it. Why you want to use Slam. Slam, depending on how you build your warrior, Slam is not even a good button to press anymore. Like, you'd rather actually just play style where you can burn through more of your rage with a single whirlwind, and then invest the rest of, like in PvE content, invest the rest of your rage into some like dampen harm or ignore pain. Is it ignore pain? I think it is ignore pain. But yeah, it's actually better to use other abilities that cost rage because they're more efficient. Slam is such a like a filler ability. But it does so little damage, it might as well heal the boss. If most shamans recommend, like, don't even press Slam. Shamans. I mean, I guess most shamans would recommend when they get attacked by a warrior, don't press Slam. Don't press anything, in fact. But warriors would say, don't press Slam. Yeah, it's just not that good. Okay, so Burrow. I want to try this thing with Burrow. Do they have it where I need this? I'm going to need to count for it. I need this. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? So, I want to press Burrow. I think you may be able to cancel burrow early. I think I pressed burrow because you're supposed to burrow on the ground for 5 seconds. I definitely got out early. So you can control burrow. That's really good. You can control burrow. That means you can get the knock up when you need it. That's really, really good to see. Hell yeah. All right, so as Shammy, I want to do this thing, chat. I want to buff up my lava burst to the nth degree. It's going to be worth it. Okay, so we're going to pick up everything that buffs to crit damage, buffs to fire damage. Go heavy into fire, and we're gonna pick up Flux Melting. Cancel Frost Shock, increase the damage of the next lava bird by 20%, because that's really, really good. I want to buff Maelstrom, that's fine. I don't think I really need any of these things, do I? That's pretty cool, because I could use a buff for that. I think I want to buff Lava Burst. None of this really buffs Lava Burst, is it? Not really. Oh, this does, though. Okay. I think I've gotten all the stuff that can buff Lava Burst damage. Because you're going to want to buff Lava Burst damage in the next patch. You're definitely going to want to do that. Let me put it over here, just so I can track it. I also need Fire Enchant. Because Flame Tongue... Oh, I guess I do need a weapon, don't I? I guess I should probably put on a weapon, shouldn't I? So, as a elemental shaman, what would you even want to run? Actually, What would you even want to run? To buff your damage, I guess master, right? Like in PvP gear. You'll probably want to buff mastery. These fist weapons? Well, they are. Oh. Oh my. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Like if I actually want to put on PvP gear, we always have the vendor. So some of the things I want to do is I want to buff the living hell out of my lava burst, chat. The reason because we got a new PvP talent for shamans. Besides Burrow, which is actually quite effective, we can do 55,000 physical damage, which actually can be buffed up by Master the Elements, where your next nature, physical, or frostbolt does 20% more damage. So let's say if you hit him like a dummy, hit him with a lava burst, you burrow, you pop back up, he does 62. I do want to see if that 62k can crit though, because that could be a nutty little crit, couldn't it? But a new PvP talent has been out for shamans called Volcanic Surge. Well, the Volcanic Surge increases the damage of your lightning bolt and chain lightning by 25%, and the damage of your lava burst by 45%. Though it replaces your lava surge effect, so lava surge has been changed with this one. Lava surge effect. So instead of, so it still works the same way, like your flame shock, and you have a chance to proc lava surge. But whenever you get a lava surge proc, now lava surge no longer gives you an instant cast lava burst. Instead, it shortens the cast time. Has a 100% additional chance to trigger, and instead reduces the cast time of the next lightning bolt or chain lightning by 25%, stack it up to 2 times, so you could have a 50% faster cast of a lightning bolt. But it does give you more of a, like a caster playstyle where you're casting spells, casting damage to get the damage out. Although it looks like it doesn't consume your Stormkeeper, which is kind of nice actually. That's really good, in fact. That's really, really good. But it also buffs the damage of a lava burst, but lava burst can no longer be instant cast, which is an interesting change. But it does give lava burst quite a bit of an oomph in damage. Right? Pop. Does quite a bit of damage. Actually, another thing I could do is run Sky Fury to them, couldn't I? Once I get out of combat. There we go. Sky Fury, because lava bursts are a guaranteed crit, you could really buff them up. So since lava bursts do baseline 45% more damage. Doctor, yeah, I just see that. Ah, why am I gonna attack? What is going on? Why? Ow, 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 ow. Why are you like that? What's wrong with you? You menace to society, you? Tango, Sins of Maid. Oh, Sins, what are you doing over there? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Sins? Why are you blasting these boys? Yeah, you run away. Oh, you're gonna run to us? Or he's gonna go and try to go for a kill, huh? Oh god, he got a buff. I'm hiding. Sins, why you do that? Man's trying to pop a, man's trying to ascend, man. Man's trying to ascend. Hold on, can I interrupt you? Cast, do it. Do it, I dare ya. Void Torrent, yeah, let's get you up. Frost Shock ya. Lava Burst ya. Big hits, maybe? Just firing off as many of these as I can. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Reincarnate, run! Ah, are you even close to dead? Or you... Where are you? Are you still alive? Why can't I see your health bar? Oh yeah, he's just gonna do his thing. Okay. Sins, because we know Sins on this channel too. We know Sins, boys. Sins, why you do that? Bonk over there trying to take it down, but Sins just ain't gonna go down at all, huh? Even got guards chasing after him and everything, man. Hit him without flame shock and I'm backing the hell out of there. Yeah, he's looking at me, man. Guards? I'm surprised guards are not over there beating the hell out of him, but I guess guards are, what are they, weak? Oh, they have like no health, yeah. That's gonna do it. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to buff the damage of my lava burst as much as I can, boys. That's what I'm trying to do. Lava burst is a guaranteed crit when it hits an enemy with a flame shock. That crit, oh come on, I just, oh my god, I can't even go hit a train dummy in my mans. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, I guess I need to put on PvP gear. Alright. This is how Sins says suit up. Go get you some PvP set. Okay, I guess I should. I guess I should. Oh my god. Alright, I just wanted to show. So I'm trying to combine with this new PvP challenge that buffs the damage of lava birds by 45%. I was trying to see if I can combine all the other elements to buff up the damage of lava bursts on top of it. So you have ourselves Flux Melting, where our next lava burst can do 20% more damage. After an Earth Shock with Wind Speaker's Lava Resurgence, next lava burst does 10% more damage. With Primordial, next lava burst will also hit all targets afflicted by flame shock for 80% of normal damage, so you could get yourself quite a bit of cleave to it. But also, like, your future frostbolts or lava bursts flying at your current target would also be buffed up by quite a bit. Don't these also buff it up too? Oh yeah, Primordial Wave increases the damage of the next lava burst by 25% on top of it. So like, you're trying to buff up the damage. Also, the Mastery Overloads. If you do get a Mastery proc, lava burst does full damage. So you can basically have a double up in terms of value on damage. You have yourself a Call of Fire where Weapon Enchant increases your damage of fire abilities by 10% more. This one, 5% more. And I think it's about it, right? I think it's about it. But I don't really know what kind of like a setup I would want to play with this. If I want to play a Lava Bursty Ellie Shaman. Another thing I could do actually, Chad, is I could go to Borealis, couldn't I? So I could do all my testing in peace. So let me grab this. I want Mastery, I guess. I want Mastery because I know I don't want Crit. Crit is a guarantee anyway for me. Mastery, haste, what is it, belt? Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go where we're tolerated. We're gonna go where we're not gonna get bothered. We're gonna go somewhere where we belong, chat. We're gonna go Snoralis Borealis. Is there anything else I could do to buff up the damage of my fire damage stuff? I mean, there's also Elemental Equilibrium, but I don't think I can reach it if I want to pick up the 25% more damage. Yeah, I think I'm kind of limited to what I could really do. Okay, we'll work with that. This will work out just fine. I think the reason I don't like Fire Ellie is the dot management. Dot management, well, Fire Ellie makes your dots last longer, so Fire Ellie is actually pretty good for dot management. But yeah, if you're not a big fan of dot management, or just managing or thinking on doing anything that has to do with flame checks at all, yeah. Does Borealis have a 5-target cleave or only a Draken? Well, Borealis is a 4-target cleave and a 3-target cleave, but that's really about it. Well, Draken has a 5-target cleave, but that's, I think, the only place that has a 5-target cleave of dummies that are close together. Previously, Zoldazar and Borealis both have a 4-target cleave dummies, but if you're looking for 5 specifically, it's different. I got the best price for him? Oh, really? Okay. Not a Fury with Annihilator Nums, yes. You think so? Oh, you mean, oh, not a Fury with Annihilator. Oh, you mean Slam with that one. Okay. And then use about 3rd spec for the Evoker. David, I wish we had more, Dave. I wish we had more, Davey boy. I wish we had more, but right now it's only been a rumor based on dialogue, based on stuff, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be releasing a 3rd Evoker spec for patch 10.1. Maybe like a 10.15, 10.17, or even 10.2. For all we know. How about if they're gonna dig you or get one shot by surprise base kick W? Like a triple? Yeah, if you get a bunch of shamans together pop up at once, I think you could probably do it. You probably could do it. Alrighty, so we got ourselves a train dummy here. And I'm thinking buff up the damage of my lava burst by quite a bit. So first I want to get myself a bunch of maelstrom so we can earth shock. Want to make sure flame shock's on the mob at all times. So swap out a trinket here. So give me PvP trinket set bonus. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got, I think, everything here. So I want to figure out how I want to do it. So I just want to make sure I frost shock, I earth shock. How long does the frost shock buff last? Is this just a buff? Oh yeah, that is just, okay, it does last for 12 seconds or whatever. This lasts, I don't even know how long. 14 seconds. So I could do something like this maybe. Right, and go. I mean, that seems pretty good, huh? And then it hit for 80k afterwards. And then it was just an overload for 80k. I mean, imagine if you could just stop for a second and get a couple of these bad boys, like about 300k worth of health. It's just a global or two, yeah? Imagine if you could just stop there for a second and shimmy. I didn't even have my chicken used or anything. Alright, apparently we got ourselves a go here, boys. Maybe we got ourselves something. I wonder if there's something. Okay, I can also do elemental equilibrium. That'll give me like what, 8% more damage. So if we swap that out. Alright, so maybe chat we can make even better bursts out of this. Okay, so we want to make sure we got one of these here, right? So we got Maelstrom. Bam. 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 Okay, big go. Big lava burst go. $170k. You could probably slam through a player with that pretty easily. Yeah, you could definitely do some damage with that. You could definitely do some damage with that. Hell, I don't think you can even just get 100k. These are chaos bolts, chat. Chat, these are literally chaos bolts. If you set it up right, you got chaos bolts. And you could go for lightning bolts afterwards for 135k. What? All right, so you can literally chaos bolt now. Okay. All right, I want to see if the earth shock thing works well. So I'm gonna do this. Pop. And this crit. I mean, that did 84k. Okay. All right. Okay. So you definitely can do quite a bit of damage to this class. Okay. All right. There it is. I want to try again. Hold on. I want to try and see what happens if I want to. If let's say I want to spread flame shocks to everybody. If we want to spread the love to everybody. I want to see what happens. Like if you're just cleaving multiple targets as a sham scheme. More pet. What's up, my guy? So let's go flame shock. And then we'll flame shock, and then we'll primordial, and we'll pop cooldowns. Primordial. We got one of these. Right? Big lava burst and see how hard it hits everybody. I mean, that is a lot of damage to just hit everybody with. 80k average, more or less. 135k on somebody. That could be kind of good. That could be pretty strong. It was massive damage. It was like pretty decent. So hitting these guys, these dummies, I'm not getting the PvP buff though. What am I missing? Because I hit the other target a lot higher. Do those dummies take more damage, or am I just taking crazy pills here? Hold on, let me try against these dummies. I want to see if that's any good. Okay, so we have everything here. Frost shock. So this is the most damage right now. And go. So these dummies, I think, actually take less damage than the PvP dummies over here. Am I correct about that, chat, or am I wrong about that? Is that because I have like no versatility or armor or something? Because look, this train dummy out here, I swear to God it takes more damage. Look, I'm just gonna hit it with a quick old lava beam. Or did they? Okay, I think I'm taking crazy pills. I think I'm going insane. Because the other one, so this is the one we just had. This is the one before that. 120, so it's about the same actually. I don't know if it's different then. I don't know if it's different then. Hey, Jake, where are you? Jakey Poo, where are you? Can I hit you with a quick lava burst thing? Can you come over here? There's more pet. Foxy, my man! Hey, yo, how you doing, my guy? Welcome. Hashtag Unique Foxy in chat showing our appreciation for re-upping their membership. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate ya. How you doing, beauty? 2 months, my guy. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. How you doing, my man? Yo, Foxy, Elemental Shamans. Earlier we were able to hit. I'm just gonna find the best one I can find. Is this one? No. Even better. Hold on. This one. No. Even better. This one. No. Even better. There's one that's way, way better than that. 117k max lava burst crit. That could also mastery buff itself and also get primordials. It's huge. How you doing? You good? Hell yeah, my man. Yo, can you duel real quick? Yeah, I want to hit you real hard. Also, have you seen the survival hunter stuff that they can do? Have you seen some of the things survival hunters can do? It is nutty. So I'm gonna build up some resources. I just want to see if I can go for like the biggest go versus you. Okay, so I'm gonna put one of these, right? Earth shock just to make sure I'm buffed up. Most amount of damage. Boom. I mean, that's a pretty good hit. It just didn't crit as hard as I wanted to, but I think the crit against players does not work the same. I think that's the problem. The crit damage is not the same. But I mean, getting like a big old hit like that, I mean, it's basically a case worth of health. Can you heal up real quickly? I want to see if I can hit both you and your pet. It'll take me 15 seconds. I don't know if you have any kind of healing, or I could forfeit and like actually just heal you fully. Oh, I also didn't have my full buffs. Okay, well, that'll probably do it. 5% damage missing. Well, that's gonna do to buff my damage actually. Because I have everything mastery, elemental equilibrium. I need to do better the whole elemental equilibrium stuff. Okay, so I'll give you a bit more. I don't know if I need food maybe. Can I trade you potions? No, I can't trade you potions. I'll give you a second. Holy moly, yeah. And also Warrior, Arms Warrior hit for 200k Mortal Strike. Fury Warrior can hit Bloodthirst with a guaranteed crit for 100, 260, 240 or something, 250. I want to say 250, that's probably a more conservative number. But it's some big hits you could do. A big old Bloodthirst, usually buffed up by Bloodlust. It takes a little bit of time to ramp up to it, but you can hit for quite a bit. Only have 5% Versa. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Okay, so we're gonna hit you, hit you, hit you. First shock, we got equilibrium. Hopefully to hit you in your pet. Ah, big hit. Oh. I mean, that does it. That's a bit of damage. Lava burst hits you for 103 and then just keeps firing off and overloads and all that. Yeah, it could do quite a bit of damage. I do wonder, I guess, like a fully versatile target might be a little different. You can hit me if you wanna. But there's with the dig. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to see if I can buff the damage of it. I don't know if it can crit, but I'll try it. Pop. I mean, the damage does pretty good. If only it could crit. I don't know if it can crit, but it's like a 2-minute cooldown. So not much you can do about it anyway. I think Lightning Bolts are going to be even stronger though. I feel like you're going to play into Lightning Bolt Lava Burst combo with Volcanic Surge with this one though. I think you're definitely going to do that, but it's like, I don't know. It seems like really, really strong, but I don't know, like, man, it's like, it's one hand instant cast versus casting. It's very, 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 very different. Alrighty, have your bombs. Yeah, with bombs and all that. Yeah, with the tier. The tier is, I mean, the bombs are going to be really strong on like one target, right? But I guess the cooldown reduction is really, really good too. Throwing bombs and kill commanding. Are you playing like a kill command build? No, I wonder if you'll actually play with kill command build. I think you will in single target. Because your damage is getting buffed. Your damage of kill command is buffed up by quite a bit too. It's like 50%, right? Yeah, 50% more damage with a kill command after throwing a bomb. That seems really good. We'll set up for PvP and it'll start to hit you and it'll be like throwing a button on your human. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright boys, let's see what other class we got. What other class got buffed this week? So Warrior got buffed up quite a bit. Disparate got buffed with the Hercules tier set, which is really good now. Warlock got a couple buffs, but more like quality of life changes. Red Palace is getting nerfed up, so it's gonna be a thing. Priest, Shadow get some changes, but nothing too crazy. Shamans, we just looked at it. Evoker's another one that's getting quite a few changes too. Their talents are going to be adjusted quite a bit, but I don't think they're really going to play all super differently. But there's a lot of quality of life adjustments here, though. A lot of quality of life adjustments. Well, let's get the Agicure buff. The Agicure buff? The Agicure buff. I missed it then. Let me take a look at the Agicure buff. I have no idea. Unless Shaman is doing big DPS. Shane, they're really fun in general, but I mean, those, if you do go for the caster heavy playstyle, you are rewarded for more damage. So getting those lightning bolt casts, getting lava burst casts, it does mean you can get disrupted, but you do far more damage and are far more effective. That could be really, really good for them instead of being like an instant cast god that they are. Agicure about to be 5 seconds from 4, so you can pump 2 incinerates in between rain of fires without being a DPS loss. Oh, okay, yeah, that wasn't worth hopping on then. I could have then maybe just, yeah. I can see how that's a buff, but it's like not a substantial buff. I mean, it's gonna be, DPS-wise, it's a good buff, but like gameplay-wise, it's not a substantial game-changing buff or anything like that. Not in my eyes. But it is a buff regardless. So that's really, really good for them. Really, really good for them. Alright. First rain of fire and 3 targets for once. Before this rain of fire to 3 targets. So what I understand is Desert Warlocks have a lot of little qualifiers when it comes to all of their talents. So rain of fire, generally you do press on 3 targets, but unless you have other procs and other abilities and other things and all that. But yeah, generally the rule will be like 3 targets rain of fire. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just get yourself your rain of fire and get a couple of casts off. I don't have Agicure on this guy, do I? Yeah, I do. Although I don't think I use it properly. Hold on. Let me see if we can stack it up here. Yeah, Agicure is a little different, isn't it? I see what you mean though, with the terrain of fires. And if you can just keep rolling them, you're fine. Although again, I don't have a lot of haste too. I don't have a belt. I don't know what happened to my belt. PvP talent-wise for Warlocks while we're here, did they get a new one called Soul Rip? You fracture the soul level up to 3 targets and targeted players within 20 yards, all into the shadows. Reduces the damage done and healing we see about 25%. So reduce the damage done, so they're less deadly, but they also take less healing for 8 seconds. Souls are fractured up to their souls become fractured and kind of drop on the ground within 16 yards of a player location. Players can retrieve their souls to remove this effect. So that's what it looks like. You just instant cast, and now it drops their souls. They need to run over to pick up their souls to remove the debuff, but while the debuff, they're like tiny. It doesn't last long and it's a 1 minute cooldown, but it's going to give you a little bit of that healing reduction to hopefully set up a kill or reduce enemies' damage done. So it could be kind of nice as a peel element, but also as an aggressive tool as well. It's an interesting PvP talent. It's definitely an interesting one to add to Warlocks, and all 3 Warlock specs are getting that. It's an interesting design. I don't know how good it's going to be though. I think that reduction on healing and damage could be very, very niche. Like, somebody popping cooldowns and you rip their soul and then the healer can run away while they have to chase after their soul. That's going to give the healer a bit of a break. But it all depends like how teamwork works. So it can be used offensively, defensively. I do wonder, I think if it stacks with other Mortal Strike effects, then it's really solid. And you're probably going to use it offensively more than defensively. But if it does not stack with other effects, you probably will use it defensively, if not at all. But we'll see. They are changing a lot of the PvP talents, so maybe you'll have some more room. It forces the rain to fire 3 targets instead of staying single target. Okay, I see. Alright, what other class have got buffed up? Evoker, right? Where's my Evoker? Here it is. Evoker's a little different now. They got a lot of different talent, locational position changes. And they can also buff up their blue magic by quite a bit too. So it could be really, really, really solid. So, they got a bunch of little new changes. I'll go over them very, very quickly. First of all, some of the common talents that you will be familiar with, like Burnout, different spot, much easier to reach, only 1 point. Then it leads into 2-minute destruction, where Deep Breath reduces the essence cost if you disintegrate a fire by 1. So fire, you can just kind of spin them out as a 1, for disintegrates, you can beam them out as a 2. Then you have Lay of Waste. Deep Breath is now at 1 point and just buffs the damage by 20%. Don't need to put 2 points into it. That's really nice. Middle row is kind of freed up. They've been moved further down. You have Feed the Flames, where pyres eventually explode into a firestorm, which make firestorm and fire talents a little bit better. You have Fund of Magic, which now makes empowerment abilities go off faster, but it also gives an extra notch to get through. So that'd be combined with another talent. That used to be part of another talent. I think that used to be a mid-destruction, but now it's all baked into one. And then you got Ever Burning Flames. So if you want to keep a Fire Breath extension playstyle, you don't have to pick between Feed the Flames and that. You can just kind of keep it separately. Or not to, you've got the different flow. So if you want to avoid this, don't want to Feed the Flames, but want to keep the fire, you got the flow to it. For empowerment spells, make it more effective and keep the fire burning. On the right hand side, we got ourselves Scintillation, which is down here now, and it's only 1 point. So you can pick up Hoarded Power into Scintillation, which is a nice little combo. You got like Power Swell and Iridescence, which is kind of irrelevant. On the right hand side, you don't have the cooldown reduction thing anymore. That's down the middle. Instead, you'll have either Eternity Surge does more damage to its primary target, or has a shorter cooldown so you can clean more often, which is a good buff. Down here, you have Titanic Wrath, where empowerment abilities or essence abilities that consume your essence burst do 50% more damage, or up to 15, and that goes into Causality, which is now the new cooldown reduction mechanic. Disintegrate damage reduces the cooldown of empowerment spells by half a second each time it ticks. So as you get more haste, so you get more ticks in there, you get more damage out, it just ends up getting better value. Fire reduces the remaining cooldown of your empowerment spells by 0.4 seconds per enemy struck, up to 2 seconds. So normally like a single channel disintegrate for 4 ticks, 2 seconds CDR. Or Pyre at most could cap out a 2 second CDR to make sure that they're both pretty even. But I think it makes Pyre a lot better in AoE at like 4 targets and above, or 5 targets and above. But Disintegrate, if you're looking for the cooldown reduction, may be a stronger up until like 4 targets and below. But it's hard to tell like what's going to be the playstyle for now though. But the damage buffs are quite substantial regardless. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this now, like the changes that are given. Like you can go for, let's say, like if you're trying to play more of that single target play style. And I don't think they've really reduced any other talents. Have they down to 1 point? I don't think they have. I think it was the only ones that I've seen 1 point reductions. They ways to cover that. That's still 1, but I think it was 1. But it's things a little cheaper, so you could really customize yourself a little bit better. This one is interesting though with the mid-destruction because of the beam mechanic. You might be able to go for big scintillation, damage above Eternity Surge. That's still Eternity Surge, 6% power, maybe with a bit of a Shattering Star. It could be kind of good. What I want to try, chat, is I want to kind of go for a little bit of like big burst damage. I don't want to use it maybe against a single target. I need details. Oh no, hold on a sec. Okay, now we got it. We're gonna go for one of these. Let's go for Fire Breath. Want to go for one of these and then beam the hell out of this guy and do as much damage as I can. Hopefully, we got one more Disintegrate. We're just channeling it, man. Just channeling it for a long while. Just blasting. But the damage you can do is pretty decent. But like Disintegrate could do quite a lot of damage overall, boys. And Eternity Surges are actually quite powerful too. Heading up to 157k with the crit. But also this doesn't count for any random Disintegrates you get from, or any Eternity Surges you get from random Disintegrates, which do proc once in a while, but not as often as I usually remember them procking. Try this. There's a bunch of these right now. Disintegrate themselves are procking, which is quite a bit of damn. I think this is going to give you quite a bit of burst. It's like random pockets of burst too. Look at that. Random pockets of burst. I want to see if I can get myself an Essence burst here and there. Just a couple of them. Maybe I'll get one or two. I just want to see just how big a burst you can really do with it. Alright, so there's a bit. We can go for one of these. Then beam. Maybe we'll get more procs. Maybe we'll get more procs. Maybe we'll get proc. There goes a proc. Took a little bit. But you get quite a bit of damage with this overall. And like whenever you use Deep Breath, now you get yourself a combo where you can just disintegrate, spam the hell out of an enemy. Or use it for pyres instead. That could be really good too. That could also be really, really solid. But yeah, the damage is getting a little bit more even with one another. It changes the flow of the spec a little bit without really giving it too much crazy burst to it. but I think it does pretty well. I like it a lot. Although not running with power swell, or front of magic rather, it's kind of weird. I'm so used to these being like 4 empowerment levels instead of 3. I do wonder if iridescence will be a really good tool for that as well. Does it say like you play iridescence? Maybe go for like a big beam setup. I wonder if that'll be a playstyle here, chat. I want to try it out. So we go with this big beam, hopefully set up, and Essence Burst, and we're just beaming. I mean, it did quite a bit of damage. Although the fire definitely did end up kind of like skewing things a little bit because I had all those mobs behind me. And there was that crit too. Also, this character does not have the stat. Yeah, the stats are all over the place. I don't know, weapon. Okay, not the best character stat stuff, but like the concept is there. You know what I mean? The concept is definitely there, chat. Alrighty. So that's about everything I could test on PTR, I think, man. What do you guys think? I think the warrior class in particular is going to be really good. Music? I think the warrior class in particular is going to be really good. I'm excited about that one. The Bloodthirst combo. I mean, actually, I do want to go back on PTR real quick. Hold on. Jake or somebody, whoever, if you can come to like Voldraken, I do want to see if I can like smack you with a big old Bloodthirst, by the way. I just want to see if I can do a huge Bloodthirst hit. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I want to use Spear and everything. So Jake, could you meet me in like Voldraken? That'd be wonderful. Doesn't mean that they're desync the main CD into breath now. The main CD into breath? Like their main CD, the Dragon Rage? I mean, so you normally try to sync them together if you can, but you're probably just gonna hold Dragon Breath more than Breath. Are you probably gonna hold back Fire Breath the Dragon Rage? Do you think that's gonna be any good in turn 1? I think so, Ryan. Yeah, that tier set looks really solid. I think it's basically plays into like what they had, where you had your dots give you a bit more passive healing, but now you're increasing the healing of your radiance instead while reducing the scope and make it instant. It works better than the shield thing. The shield I really like, but it's great for small groups, not great for big group situations. Radiance is a lot better in a raid situation, but can also work in dungeons and in PvP as well. I mean, it's a solid heal by itself, and it's instant cast, so you can kind of like sneak past it. I think that tier set may be better. As for like the raw numbers, I'm not sure, but I think it's a lot better than having to set up bubbles on everybody and then having to play off of that, especially in large raids. So I think that's what they adjusted it for, is for big groups. I haven't talked to like a Disc-based main to see if like maybe have like more info, because I usually like to like reference with like a Disc-based in the guild or something, like, yo, so any more info I should know about this? Like, is there any angle of this that I've missed? Usually they can give me an idea or two of what I might have missed. But yeah, what class do you think are looking the best for those who want to reroll? Which class do you think are looking the best for those who want to reroll? What class is looking the best right now? I think Warrior's looking pretty good, man. Like the tier set looks pretty solid. Death tier set looks good too. The best though, I think Monk could be insane, especially with a tier that plays off of Shadow Flame damage. There's a lot of trinkets in the new raid that do shadow damage, fire damage, and the fact that you can increase the damage of all those proc effects could be really strong. Like, that one is a bit of more like a wild card, because it all depends on like how tuning works, because you're basically having a class that relies off of these external things in order to do a ton of big damage. But it could be really strong long term. Just be like this like treasure artificer style monk, where you're using all these tools in order to give it more damage. That could be really nutty. Besides that, I think Mage's got a decent set. Warlock's got a really solid set. Warlock is one that I think is looking really consistent so far. Yeah, even the Destro one increases your fire damage. I think it's your ability damage, not your trinket damage, but I could be wrong on that one too. Besides that, Warrior DPS tier sets look pretty good. Guardian Druid, surprisingly, is a really solid looking tier set. Resto Druid has a solid tier set. Evoker has a decent one. I think the DPS Evoker has a much better one for damage than the healing one, but the healing is still okay. It's still good. You'll probably just play into the green Dragonflight and like echo spreading with a breath and your Breath and Spirit Bloom is the ability I was thinking of, because now Spirit Bloom applies a hot, so if you can spread it to multiple targets, that could be really strong too. Palantir set, like Palantir set isn't that bad, but I don't know how good it will be. The Deather one is like Frost DK is really cool, and Holy DK is not a lot of excitement for, but it's probably will be really good. Then we got ourselves Killian. Oh, hi. So Killian, I will need a proper train dummy if I want to set up a thing on you. Oh, are you beating me up? Oh, okay. I can't even see you, Killian. Thing is, I literally can't see you. Are you brewmastering me down? You are brewmastering me down. Is brewmaster like back? Because I'm trying to nerf it. Also, Dave is dodging me. Why is Dave dodging me so much? Okay, so I guess I got beat up. Yo, where are you, Jake, if you're around, my guy? Thank you for healing me, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing good, my man. Is that SP? Is that SP from Live Realms? Might be SP from Live Realms. Oh, it's supposed to be like... That's his name. Let me see if I can get myself some PvP items here real quick. Belt. Neck. Weapon. Okay, we'll have one of these weapons. One PvP weapon. Gonna hit him with a GG. I guess I guess it's a GG. It might be talent actually. Okay, Jake, where are you, my guy? Jakey Poo, where are you? Okay, I think I got everything I need. I got the big avatar. We could do a lot of bloodthirst damage. Can I buff my damage any further than it is buffed up? I don't think I can. I really just want to go for big rampage. Alright, let's see if I can go for a slammer jammer without raging blow. Alright, Jake, are you nearby or anybody? Does anybody want to be a human train dummy real quick? I want to try something. I just want to try some in chat. I want to try to see how hard the bloodthirst can crit a player, just to make sure we can see like the crit damage modifiers on it. So if somebody wants to be a human train dummy, let me know, boys, because I'm just gonna stack up my death wish buff. I want to see how hard 50% more damage does. Plus I want to stack up my full recklessness too. We should be whirlwind, huh? Oh yeah, for sure. Hey Dala, how's Auto Plus? It's pretty decent. What's up, JD? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I think Subtlety has just taken off because it does a lot of AoE damage and it's pretty good on single target and it's pretty easy to play. But Auto's pretty decent still. Jake, are you around? Actually, might be gone. I would need to see. Actually, see if Killian would be down to be a train dummy. Could you be my human training dummy for a sec friend? Okay, I just need to make sure I get myself the full. I'm gonna lose a buff. Merciless Assault, please. What's interesting about the Seer set for the Fear Warrior chat? How's the patch? So the patch, I mean, so far I've been able to test a couple of tier pieces here and there. I mean, there's some really wacky stuff you can do, Coggles. It's still in development, but yeah. Can I invite Killagen? I don't invite Killagen. I'm near the PvP dummy. I don't know if you can like find me or something. I just need to stack up my buff and then I just need to slam killer. I want to see if you can go Woodwalker. Where is he at? I don't know if he's around or not. Killer! Where are we? Is that you back there? There you are. Yep. Could you swap to Woodwalker for me? Just so I don't have to hit a take. Alright, so this is going to be a guaranteed burst we can do here, boys. Guaranteed. Come to me. To me, friend. I'm inside, near dummies. We'll have Killagen walk over here. I'm just gonna have Killagen stand like here, just so I can build up my damage from these trained dummies, and then slam him for Bloodthirst and see how it goes. Love the song? It's pretty good. I'm going for like an older mix here, but I'll probably get the other new stuff here in a bit. I just want to see how much damage can a warrior do. Stand here, friend. Alright, so I need to stack up a little bit of damn. Villager is just gonna chill over here. I can't see his like health bar. No, not near me, not near me. Here. Just over where near the flag. Oh my god, yeah, I think he's trying to die. Yeah, there you go. I want to make sure Killagen does not take like extra damage from me. Alright, so we're gonna go Avatar here, or not Avatar, Odin's Fury, just to build up our Recklesses. We're trying to see if we can get through our Recklesses charges very, very quickly. Building up Recklesses so we can stack up our Merciless Assault buff. Perfect. While trying to maintain our Death Wish buff. Death Wish sacrifices a portion of our health, but gives us a 5% damage buff, and it stacks up to 10 times, so we can have a 50% damage buff. Not a buff you'd normally play as a warrior in PvP, but it's a nice little buff that makes you do more damage. It also increases the damage you take, so it's a little bit of a risky play. Not sure how many warriors are actually going to end up playing it. Okay. So I got my Death Wish stacked up. I'm going to go Rampage. Okay, Rampage. Okay, we got everything here. You guys ready? And Bloodthirst. Alright. That's a nice little hit. I'll take it. With a single Bloodthirst, you could just steal their health, which is kind of nice. I want to see Killagen. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, it's loaded. So that was a... So Odin's Fury, cleave those things. Where's me hitting Killagen though? Because, okay. Gushing Wound, Spear of Bastion. That's Gushing Wound Dot. That's Odin's Fury. There's just so many instances of damage. Let me scroll. Sidearm, Rampage. Then I walked over to him. I hit Odin's Fury. Then I walked over to Killagen. I hit him with a Bloodthirst. Spear. Odin's Fury, Spear of Bastion, hit Killagen for 50k. Not what I meant to do, but I need to set up a spear. And then I hit him with a Spear of Bastion, starts doing ticking damage. Bloodbath for 153k. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Alright, let's go back to our mix. Alright, 2Y friend. 2Y friend. So yeah, the crit damage is reduced, but I mean the damage you could do as a pure warrior either way, even with the crit damage reductions. It is crazy. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's do some life stuff. I want to get some lifesteal hurt, to be honest. Honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. The Arms Warrior can also do something similar, but like Fury Warrior has a guaranteed crit, but it takes a long ramp up time. What I wonder if that's what Fury Warriors will do is they'll just use every other ability besides Bloodthirst and try to see if they can hold off on that until they can get themselves 100% crit chance with the Bloodthirst, and then go big Bloodbath swipe for a ton of damage. Lock him down, Bloodbath, a couple of Rampages, big Spear. Like, it's a big burst to build up to. I don't think that'll be the play. You'll probably go for more immediate damage, but being able to build up for this much and just go for a big surprising go, it is real nice. I like it a lot. All right, let's do some live stuff, boys. I want to get some live stuff out of the way. Because when Chick's out here doing keys, I want to make sure he doesn't get them done all by himself. I want to be able to help him out. So a lot of the classes we got in PTR, they are doing a bit more damage than normal, which is good. Which is very good. But I wonder, I wonder what else it could really change. Like, what's a class that's currently struggling in 10.1? Because it seems to be like they're improving quite a few of these classes. Like the EKG set looks really, really good. And only the EKG set at least has more control behind it. You know what I mean? There's a mastery percentage scaling to it, so at least you can like, go for the other sets. But I don't think any other sets really buff them, except for like haste, just for more globals. Maybe crit, I guess, because you wouldn't go Versa. So I wonder. I mean, Bear Druids, I've heard Bear Druids saying like, you know, spec isn't doing that great, probably is above, but like the tier set they're getting is quite good. He buffs their damage and buffs their like survivability passively. So it's pretty solid. I think the Paladin tier set is actually kind of like on the weaker side, isn't it, chat? But then Paladin got a Colon Tower rework anyway. So I could see them maybe tuning their damage a little bit upwards with the new tier, but maybe not even, maybe the tier set just looks really bad, not good, but it's actually like surprisingly hidden good. Who knows, honestly. Boys, I gotta get a couple of characters, a couple of these alts, a weekly key. Boys, what do we start with, man? What character do we start with for the day? What do you guys want to see, man? Any classes you specifically want to see for our weeklies, man? Let me know. Write in chat what you guys want to see for the night. We could do a rogue and we could just go slam it out. How about Arcade Mage Gym? In 10.1, I mean, their tier set looks pretty decent. It's just a raw damage increase. Suffer on your mage? Suffer. I did heroic raid on my mage, man. We were fine, Corey. We did heroic raid on the mage and we were fine. I do need to play Arcane though. I need to get better at that spec. I need to just practice it some more. I'm so bad at doing the whole like arcane timing stuff and everything. But yeah, the Arcane Mage tier set is pretty solid. It gives you like, it gives you a bit more damage, I think, whenever, let me pull it up and just make sure I get it right. Just to make sure I get it right. Well, tier sets 10.1. Because their tier set bonus hasn't changed too much. It's got some mana changes. So their tier set bonus is this. Arcane Surge increases spell damage by additional 5%. So just a raw buff. And the duration of Arcane Surge buff is increased by 3 seconds. For every 2,000 mana spent while Arcane Surge is active, your spell Arcane Surge itself counts as part of that mana, by the way. Your spell damage is increased by 1% for 12 seconds after Arcane Surge adds. So you get Arcane Surge, you get a 45% damage buff. And then you get a 30% damage buff for 12 more seconds after. So it's almost like you get a prolonged damage buff of it. Shaman done a Kim? Not this week. Not this week, Shane. But I'd love to be able to get one done. Because Shaman, honestly, is 20 worthy. Shaman honestly could do 20s. With that trinket, by the way, definitely could do 20s. Easily could do 20s. Do I have a... I was gonna say socket, but a key. I don't even have one, do I? Maybe we can get into him. Is SP around? Oh, the hell? It's supposed to be up here. Why is there a gap? Why is there gaps? Did somebody disappear? Somebody go offline? Somebody just went invisible. They're hiding from me. What is going on? Where's SP? Ah, what is going on? Ah! Can somebody give me a key, by the way, for Mage? Can anybody help out? I'm gonna get Arcade Mage a key. I don't think I'll be able to get into a lot with a... Maybe we can find a 10 and be like KSH alt. You know what I mean? Plus 10 until I'm KSH alt. Alt. Maybe they have a red IO and they'll see that it's actually is an alt and I do stuff. Ah. 9. I feel like 9 is kind of low. feel like crit nerf of course fast mage bad. In PvP, yeah, to some degree. But I mean, so the tier set also adds more raw damage. I don't know, man. It's the crit nerf is gonna hurt everybody equally, so I don't really know if it's gonna hurt one class more than others. I am a little worried about my Owl Rogue though, because we are very, very crit heavy. Walmart tank at play. KSH on main. Maybe I'll pop that in. Maybe they'll take me. They took me in a 10. Heyo. Heyo. They took me in a 10. I can't believe it. Okay, chat, we're about to embarrass ourselves. I don't really know what I'm doing as Arcane Mage. I keep trying to play this thing, keep trying to figure it out. I did, what, how much damage did I do in a, Okay, I don't even have the details from that. I did a low damage on Child Doubt. We'll be fine, we'll be okay. This is what I keep telling myself. Howling Rune? I think I have a lot of haste. Should I do Buzzing Rune then? Buzzing Rune. Yeah, get a couple of those. Oh, Mage could be C tier next patch. You think so? I guess any class could be C tier next patch. I think mages are going to be fine for the most part. It is weird though for mages and rogues in particular, is because mages and rogues have recently became a little more crit heavy, with them reducing some of that crit value reduction. The thing is about rogues and mages, both of us are CC heavy, both of us are kind of getting more crit damage in here and there to be able to burst somebody down, and they're reducing both CC as well as crit damage. So that's going to be interesting. I think every class is going to see reductions in general, like the burst overall is going to be worse, or maybe like granular little CC, like CC is lower, but maybe like longer games where CC, you can chain it, even if the short CC chains, being able to chain them might be able to help you win games. I am hoping, if anything, to buff the classes that are burst oriented to give them a bit more sustained damage. We're actually doing the Shadowmoon Burial Grounds. I can't believe it. It feels like, yeah, we'll see though. Not flexing, but I'm Grandmaster 2 right now, very close to top 500. Are you gonna go for top 500? Or are you gonna try not being greedy to take a break? Because sometimes whenever I do pushes, I'm like, okay, got a bit of rating, sit on it, don't be greedy. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, we got a bit of rating, let's go again, other game. And you start losing the rating, you're like, I gotta queue again to keep going, and then you just on a loose streak where you know you should have ended. That's how I am though. Imfashionable late, oh good, Warcraft, you'll find my man. I better go 500 top 70 PCIe, go for it. Honestly, I should probably play other games besides like WoW. I was thinking, I'm still waiting for Baldur's Gate, but maybe I should give like Overwatch a go. Because I never ever play it. I'm so surprised these guys took me in those group. But again, my automobile was decent enough. I do have tier. Let's get everybody here a pop. Get a quick summon. Who is the leader? This guy? Longhorn? No. This guy? Spellman? Is it Desert? Desert Monk, man. Desert Monk is the man. Okay. Let's go outside. He's in Valdraken. We can give him a quick summon, yeah. Whenever it lets me. Overwatch. Basically. Might have to go back to my Warlock or Warrior if it hurts. Honestly, have an alt ready. Right now might not be a bad idea. With the time walking in particular, leveling from 60 to 70 is super quick. Just do time walkings. 1. You get fast queues while everybody trying to get their weeklies out of the way. Even I'm trying to get my weekly out of the way on my mage. I gotta get 3 more done. 2. They're quick, which is the biggest advantage of it. 3, because they're quick, you get a lot of levels out of it. You get a lot of levels per run. Basically, it's a level per run. So if you just want to get a bunch of characters ready to go to jump into 10-1, depending what they do with the changes, so you can have an alt to switch to pivot really quickly, may not be a bad idea. Especially if you're someone trying to figure out what to main, but are not quite sure yet. And you want to maybe get a couple of alts leveled, just so you can have some viable options to dive into the 10-1. Like with a decent alt. Alright, trying to see if we can get this man summoned up. As soon as we get him summoned up, we should be good to go. Chat, I have, again, like I mentioned before, I have no idea how to play Arcane Mage within dungeons. I have no clue. All I know is how to go for my big go setup using Arcane Blast. I have no idea. how you're supposed to do that with your arcane explosions at all. So if I am scuffing it up, man, I'm scuffing it up, but I'm learning basically. Basically, I'm just learning. But I got decent trinkets. I got my ONYXIA LED. I got all the other stuff. I got my stuff consumables with the buzzing ruin. So we're all good. We'll be fine, right, chat? We'll be fine. We'll be okay, right? Ah. What do I do in AoE, by the way? Do I just like go for my full-on Radiant Spark and just giga AoE anyway? I just play Frost, more fluid gameplay, even though it's boring. Frost is very, very fluid. I will give you that. I do hope that Frost at some point gets a bit of a revamp, just so we can get some cool, like, similar gameplay for Frost, but like some of the new abilities and new spells and stuff. I think it'd be really cool to see. You know? Yeah, I think what I want to do here is I want to just AoE. I think I want to save my burst for the next trash pack, because I need to like preset it up ahead of time. I'm just gonna do one of these. Got a couple of missiles in here. It's not, oh, it's not Grievous anymore. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, that is nice. Hold on, this guy keeps walking away from me. I'm gonna blink to him. Alrighty, if we could get past this guy, good. So this one is what I'm gonna go for big damage. I'm gonna build up the damage together with the Evocate. And we're just gonna blast out the Shadowman Loyalist, I think. I blast him 1, 2, 3, 4. Big damage, maybe? Decent damage? That was decent little bit of damage, right? I'm gonna go for one of these. Okay, that did something apparently. I also need to do better than the other Tempest. Like keeping that thing on there, it does a bit of extra side damage. A bit of side damage. Better than not having it up. Oh, I love them barrage executes though. Oh, that is so good. That's so satisfying as a spec. Okay, let's just blast. Big barrage maybe? I should have touched the magic somebody else. Definitely should have touched the magic somebody else. Yeah, that was not that great of a go. That was not ideal. What I can do though is I can at least do one of these. Some cooldowns back. And I should have everything for the boss too. With lust. Let's do one of these. We'll just blast for a bit. We'll just get a bit of damage from this ruin. Okay, now we go blaster. Just blasting the hell out of this boss, man. I know I should do the ad. Probably do the ad here. Or you just keep blasting the boss for a ton. We got a lot of damage anyway. I kind of missed him completely, by the way. Yeah, she's dead. Okay, so I gotta get a lot better at the whole arcade mage goes. I'm really, really bad at those. But otherwise we're doing okay. Oh, this gets 4-3 item level, so I'm keeping up with the 4-3. Okay, maybe I'm not doing all that bad. Yeah, I'm not doing all that bad. Invis. This is some images. They are getting bolstered, right? Yeah, they are. Forgot that it's bolstering this week. Oh, that's not bad at all, though. Not a great positional, but I guess we're just doing it. All right. Man, just going for it. Decent damage out of it, though. Try to see if we can stand on my sands. We're just gonna do one of these. Get my cooldowns back a little quicker. Big barrage. Oh, them barrages are still so good. Ah, I missed this thing. I missed Mage, dude. I missed this thing. I missed you, Mage. Buff this man. Okay, so we don't really want to go for big go here at all. We just kind of want to tickle the boss. Want to tickle the man's onions. That's all we want to do. Tickle the man's onions. We don't want to do any damage here, chat. We want to be very, very, very slow and steady. Very slow and steady. Do 0 damage. We really don't want to spend mana, really, either. We want to blast out the mob in the downstairs phase. And then we want to go for like a big go on the boss. That's what we really want to do. Want to save a bit of damage, blast out the mob in the downstairs phase, then we want to have a proper go. Okay, like this guy. That's the guy I want to blast out. Once we get the buff from him, want to mana up real quick. Mana up real quick. Oh god, mana. At least we're going to 40% damage buff. That's where we want to have a go. Proper go. And thundering. Okay, he's just basically dead though. He's basically dead. Which means I can a little. Oh! We did get a big hit though. 600k. So the Warlock got out of his phase really early and he was just slamming. But we can do a bit of damage in chat. Big numbers don't even go burr. Honestly, dude. Honestly. That's where it's at. Big numbies. Big numbies is where it is at. I kind of want to see if I can interrupt this guy real quick. We're going to knock him a little. Here we go. And we're going to go for a bit of a slammer jammer. Build up a bit of dim. And then go for big barrage. Yeah. Okay, I think that's what we gotta do is build up for big barrages and go for that Kyrian ability. Just press it on cooldown. We may need percent. Yeah, we definitely need percent. See if I can interrupt that guy if possible. Alright. Yo, Warlock class is one of the classes of all time. It's one of those classes of all time. It is one of the classes of all time. That's true. Warlock is definitely one of the classes of all time. That is true and factual. True and factual. Ah, let me get over there. Oh man. Okay, well I got nothing. I got nothing here. I really wish I could have a proper big go, but I feel like I need like a big setup in order to have a big go. Like, I mean, I can go in just explosion, right? I can do that. Maybe cooldown reduction. Okay, this next shot spec I can maybe set up on a spider big time. Big spider setup, yeah, chat? Huge spider, massive burst, massive cleanup, massive setup. Okay. As much of a go as I can here, man. As much a burst as I could. Where does the bat come from? Is it just from the other room? I guess so. Alright. Not the biggest go that I wanted to for, but it's okay. It worked out. It somehow, somewhere worked out. I still gotta practice this, man. It's a lot of fun and I love the free flow of Arcane, but I really gotta practice this thing a lot more. Alright, I did it wrong. So there's like phases you can play into where you do rune of power, and then you build up the damage of your Radiant Spark vulnerability, and then the Mungo's flying. That's part of the route. That's planned, chat. That's part of the route. Okay, part of the route. This is all expected. If you think this was not planned, you're wrong. Totally wrong. Okay, we can maybe go for another setup. Big barrage. Ah, nice. I'll take it. I can get bolts for quite a bit. Ah, spit. Someone help this boy. He don't know how to swim. Oh, you're gonna have to go up. Oh, are you going around? I I mean, I guess it's one way of doing it. There's also like a path you can go up here. There's like a little ramp, but that works too. I wish we had a class that could like grip him or something. Poor boy. He's trying to give him a little bit of a gate. Like the Battlefront to play chill some co-op. I feel created the best automatic kill spree ever. Really? Hell yeah. Battlefront, huh? Dude, I used to love the original Battlefront games. Whatever happened to those? They were so fun. I don't know that they're still around, but I know they're also discontinued. They're not gonna like support them anymore. Maybe they'll do another one in the future. Battlefront 3. Even the original Battlefront never had a Battlefront 3, only a 2. Please don't target me with a thing. Oh, you did target me. Of course you would. Of course you would. You bone maw you. Oh, I thought it was out of that chat. That looked like it was out, wasn't it? That totally looked like I was out of that. Oh, that is so lame. That is so lame. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. I'm not salty at all. That bottle may disappear, by the way. I don't know if these guys are aware. Not salty at all. Okay, well, Bonmo is going to be up for only a second here. So I want to see if I can build up a bit of damage on him. But he's going to reappear here in a bit. Oh, Bonmo. Okay. Please don't target me. Okay, oh, of course you would. Oh, you gonna... Wait. I did it wrong. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I messed up. Messed up my go. Go again. Messed up my go entirely. Go again. Oh, no, dude. Battlefront 2 is stronger than ever. Even though they give up supporting it. That's weird. While it's supporting the game, it's like, oh, okay, I guess some people are playing it. They give up, and now it's like everybody's playing it. Maybe it's just because it's like, it's basically like an NFT, there won't be any more of them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there's nothing like it, and they're not going to make one for a good while. This is the best that it's going to get. I guess that kind of makes sense, actually. God, yeah, I gotta figure out how to do Arcane Mage and AoE. But like, me fumbling around in the stand still is doing okay. Mildly okay. I want to go big go here. I'll probably do. But cooldowns on Arcane Mage are so short. It's just like, it's all about managing all these CDs, man. It's just difficult. Okay, I'm just gonna go now. 2, 3, 4. Go for the big go. Yeah, like I had my proper go, like a proper go you're supposed to play it, and I felt like my neighbor just kind of like, whatever. Arcade Echo does a lot of damage though. I love that. Gotta blink on top of him since I'm doing this. Also gotta send my Arcane Orbs a lot more often. Oh, I'm dead. Or not dead, but not ideal. Not dead, but not ideal. 50% damage reduction is kind of lame. I guess that AoE ability, I'm sure it'll slap some Tyrannical though. Of course, there's a ruin here. Okay, we're gonna get some more mana. I think we're just gonna blast the boss at this point. Yeah, everybody's blasting. Oh, at least I was able to get myself one little cleave at the end. Oh man, my damage was awful. But we did get an offhand, which is kind of nice. I don't necessarily need it, but if somebody else wants it. Oh, does this guy need it? The shaman? Oh, the shaman probably could use it, right? Here we go, friend. Here you are. Yeah, my damage is definitely kind of whatever, man. I mean, I think maybe I just need to AoE more. I need to maybe not Arcane Blast unless it's like 2 targets. Maybe that's my problem, is I'm just not AoEing like I'm supposed to. But damage is kind of whatever. Better than I thought it was going to be, but not as good as I wanted it to be. I gotta practice this thing. I did a 420 with Demon Hunter. I still don't know. I keep throwing glaive, that up, I'll see. Don't know if I keep. I think you do, yeah. I think you prioritize the bleed above everything. I could be wrong on that one, but I think you do prioritize the bleed. Chalk 20 people with one the other. Look, hell yeah. Hell yeah, my guy. Yeah, as a Demon Hunter, I'm pretty sure that you do maintain what's it? Bleed at all times. That's a 10 for the week, boys. I'll take it. Any other alts I want to do? Because tonight, I'm not even raiding. I mean, I am raiding, but I think we're doing alt stuff after we kill Dathia. Because I think we still have Council, and then we have Dathia. Hopefully there'll be a one-shot, and we can do some alt stuff, and I'll probably bring my Shaman for it. So the Shaman doesn't necessarily need to do a key, but could get a Shaman key maybe done. Maybe. That, or... because we did do a Pally key recently, didn't we? I'm down to do one more key, boys. What keys do you think should we do? What key would you guys want to see? What character do you want to see me play? Because I'm down to try him out. We could either do a rogue, and on a rogue we could probably do a proper 20 as outlaw. That or subtlety. And just see if we can just slam damage a sub. You do one key on each ult every week. I try to Larissa. I try whenever I can. This way I'm able to like at least get something from my Great Vault. And sometimes you get something good, sometimes you don't. But I try to at least get my ults out of the way. And every time I do a key on each character, I try to see if I can at least do a key that's going to give me score. So eventually a lot of these ults can get to KSM like on their own. But yeah, I try to, even if it's like, if it's a starter character, I get like an easy key done. Same as Sarah Caps, you good. Yeah, I think it's just what I've been doing back in BFA and what I did in Shadowlands, and it just seems like the best way, in my opinion, to like do alt stuff without necessarily like committing time. Because I spent a lot of time on my main, and then for the week, I'm like, well, at least let's get the weekly on my alts. So at least I'm getting a little bit of gear progression here and there, but it's definitely not as good as like focusing on that alt. But that usually happens once my main has got all the best gear, and I can just focus on alts. Do quite a bit on them, but I think I'll probably do a little bit better alt management in the next patch. Alright, Warlock. This guy actually can pipe. This guy can do a lot of damage. What's a good spec of Warlock that's dominating M+ right now? Destro, right? Or can Affy do well? Destro apparently slid down compared to Shadowpriest, BM, and Moonfire Spammer Man. What do I call it? Moonfire Spammer Man. Alright, so what's the best build right now? It is going to be a Comfort Grade for 2 seconds. There's a Fire Brimstone build. Mastery build. Oh, okay, interesting. Consuming Soul Shard increase your mastery. Blasphemy build. Oh. Let's play that actually. Let's play ourselves some Destro. Not Destro. I agree. Only grinding stuff with main plus quests. Exactly. Destro? Hell yeah. We got an ST build. There's an M plus Jake build. I want to see if the Jake build works or if it's scuffed. There's a lot of the builds scuffed. Kind of sort of works, but like the other side is a little off. I'm going to do this one. It's some other... No, that is not how I want to add it. Copy. Okay. There's a link to the actual like talent build on Wowhead. M+. I'll call it M+. I don't know. Actually, it's basically what Jake had. Except for Amplify Curse. Do I need Amplify Curse? Can I swap it out for something else? I can. I have one floater of a town point to work with. What do I want? Because I don't think I really need Feldom. I could do Fiendish Stride so I can get myself a bit more movement speed. Let's do that. Because I feel like I'm super slow as a Destro. You gotta stop casting everything anyway. Cool. Destro, Resto. And let's see, what do we have? Halls of Valor. We could do my Halls of Valor. Let's do my Halls of Valor. Do I have bonus Valor for it? I do have bonus Valor. Bonus Valor. Anybody want to carry my halls? Hold on, I want to see Matuk's around. If Matuk's around, he's somewhere, but he's hiding from me. I'll ask SB if he wants to do my Halls of Valor. Is Matuk's or he's around? Halls 14? Oh, wait, wrong one. Wrong one. I meant to write to Matuk's, see if he wants to do Halls 14. But we'll do that. What curse build only runs 1 or 2 improved Burning Rush? So they're running it for Amplify Curse. And I guess if you are running a dungeon where maybe the tongues can be more valuable, increasing caster by additional 40%, or I mean the crit, I don't think bosses can crit unless they're hitting in the back, right? I don't think enemies can normally crit. I think all the damage most mobs do cannot crit, yeah? Again, unless it hits you right in the back or you're sitting down. But Curse of Tongues, I think it's good. Curse of Exhaustion could maybe be good at some times. They'll probably do it for the tongues though. I imagine there's some caster enemies where you could just go quick Amplify Curse. Maybe like would that work on like second boss of Azure Vault? Because she casts quite a bit of spells. Does it work on like the Castrum of the Bird in the Algathar? Because imagine certain casts do work. Farming key setting up for 10.1. But Tukes, hell yeah. Hold on, how do I invite you? Sure, invite, and then he hopped offline. I guess he's swapping. Viper, okay, I'll take you. Double the Warlock, double the fun. We got a spot for DPS, we got a spot for a tank, we got a spot for a healer, boys! I guess let's start making our way to Halls of Valor, yeah? I mean, I would take both of you. You guys done a key, but I already got a spot, man. I don't want to kick this guy. Viper is my homie. Viper is my best friend. I'd never go anywhere without Viper. It's really good in court in 4 weeks. Okay. Oh, yeah, for the second boss of court. That makes sense, actually. 45 weeks, I guess, in certain ads that do casts or whatever. Yeah, that could be pretty good. It's just so, it's an interesting little talent. I feel like with it's so PvP heavy though, right? I feel like if maybe they added Amplify Curse for like weakness, right? Curse of Weakness. If they didn't make it a crit strike, but also like further reduces attack speed, I think it'll be super good. Are you gonna go on this guy? That's some bull. Are you on your... Okay, why? But I can't see you on being that. Is it Red Sun Bull? Is that my Tukes? Because I'll grab my Tukes. There's this other guy here. I don't remember. Oh god, this guy. I forgot that I have a friend. Oh, chat. Have fun. Like this is what. Sometimes I'm like recording a clip and I'm like, this is the clip I want, and then I'm just recording like B-roll, right? Of a character just flying across, and then this guy flies over with his big old dragon hawk, putting all that green fiery ass on my face. Oh my god, this guy's annoying. Oh, literally worst companion I've ever seen in my life. What does Bulls mean? Okay, gotcha. Oh, this guy, Ritsin Flame Scowl. He's a good little bodyguard. He helps and stuff, but like he also is just super annoying because he rides the biggest mount in the world. So unless your camera is like super zoomed out, like some people have the camera view from literally the satellite, like it's trying to be helpful and all that, but damn. Do you want me to try? I don't want to throw you a key. What item level are you? Oh, 390, comfy enough to help, you know? I think 390 as a healer. I mean, it's up to you. If you don't feel comfortable SP, I'm not gonna be like, yo, gotta join me. Go. Just like, you're chilling, my guy. You're chilling. You do your island stuff. Keeps asking me, what is it? I don't want anything from this man. Don't you dare. I'll let you decide. Put a pressure on me. Not you on me. Viper, no! Viper left, no! Man, I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to get somebody to join, but Viper was the guy. Viper was gonna be the homie to carry us, man, but I decided to bail out. Not getting any bites. 14 bonus valor. Maybe I should take away the bonus valor part, because they probably like see the bonus valor and they're like, ooh, I don't want to carry. That's probably, you know what, bonus valor probably does not help me. Probably does not help me at times. I'm gonna relaunch it as a 14. Not gonna add bonus valor, just gonna add nothing. Just gonna add nothing. We'll see how that goes. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better. Machuk's almost here. Machuk's almost here. Hell yeah. Made a whole roster of characters for SL, so I don't want to have any of this annoyances. Yeah, I just need to go back in like SL. Oh no, back in the order halls, and like you gotta go in the order hall and you gotta find the order hall map thing, and you gotta unbind the bodyguard from that to make sure that the bodyguard does not follow you around all over the place. Like, they're not a bad bodyguard. They're just like, they're just kind of weird. You know, they follow you around. They're supposed to be helpful and whatnot, but yeah, they're just weird. I think as they're flying, like when they fly after you, when they're chasing after you, like the way they move is all kinds of weird, all kinds of wonky. They bring a shaman, man. 2k score shaman, and hopefully we can bring a healer and a tank that are decent enough. Shaman is good because now we have Lust, we have me and Machix for B-Res, and now we got everything we need actually. Lust, B-Res, we just need a healer and we just need a tank. A lot of the bodyguards that I have on all my other characters, they actually have the bodyguard you pick up from patch 7.1 or 7.15 or something. Invite. Alright, we're getting SP in here. Have we go to tank too? You healing? Okay. If you got a guilty that's tanking and you're healing, I hope you like the Mistweaver. They're actually really, really fun. And they're about to get even better, because the healing they got from the Fistweaving is not going to heal an ally. It's going to be a heal that's split between 5 allies, or 5 nearby allies. So it's going to be even better. It's going to be actually even better. Be my back piece. Hold on, let me look at it. Aww, I got one of those. I'm probably going to pop one on in a second here. Trying to figure out what mog I want for red. Dude, honestly, just go with like a big old golden mog. Big old golden. Just bright plates. Embrace that like feel of Red Retribution Paladin. Embrace the holy light until you get bored of it, and then you can mess around with stuff. Where's the tank? Is that your tank, friend? Well, let me know when the tank friend is to join. Because we have a warrior, and warriors are generally good. Like, he didn't time at 13, but he's chilling. Yeah, I'll wait for SP's guy. I'll wait for SP's guy. He's fine. Yeah, imagine if you could toggle Omen of Clarity every 6 seconds of Feral and Retail. Is that what you could do in Classic? Literally toggle it? I mean, Omen of Clarity, same thing, right? It kind of ran with procs though, from like autos, I think, doesn't it? As well as having a base RNG of Clarity procs. Imagine being able to decide what to pop it. Oh yeah, like imagine like during your big go, like you're low on resources and you could go for a big old shred. That being said, Pharaoh's shreds and Burden slashes do very little damage. So even if you could toggle it, I feel like the reason why it's so powerful, Jake, in Wrath, is because Mangle, the ability, does damage. It actually does good damage. It's a differently designed class where the builder does a lot of damage, whereas the current Pharaoh, like you'll rake, that's a bleed, I guess it's a builder, but it'll do a bit of damage. You'll put a rip, that's a finisher. You'll shred, that's a decent brutal, that's fine. The bites and the rips are gonna do majority of the damage. Even for bite, wait, you can, for all abilities? Okay, yeah. Imagine, yeah, oh, definitely. You would never run out of energy and you always have a maximum buff bite every single time. Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, that would go with a bite every single time. That's nutty. That is nutty. That's actually insane. Oh man. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna tell Shaman because he is not like, he's a random that joined up. So get a tank friend swapping over in a bit. Because he's probably thinking like, should I leave? Should I find a guy? Do what? Group name? Make name Blessy so tank can see him. Blessy. Okay. Editing Blessy. Here we go. Tell him okay. I'm looking out for the messy Blessy. Machooks, come back. What are you doing? You out here mogging? We can mog in just a second when we get into the dungeon, my guy. Blessy? 398? I'm down for it. I'm willing to chance it. This is gonna be fun. Dude, it's a run of everybody out here, doesn't have a lot of gear. This Undying guy is gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta carry everybody on my back here. Look at all these item levels. I am down though, dude. I think it's more fun when you're playing with homies. A lot more fun, huh? So we get Blessy, we'll get SP in here in a second, and we'll start the key. Oh my god, I'm excited. I'm excited. Now you see how much fun I'm having on my own? Oh yeah, for sure. I do wonder if they'll ever bring Pharaohs back into that place so like big. Ellie Shaman. For some reason I thought enhancement. Is this Ellie about to pop off? Hold on, are we Fire Ellie? We are Fire Ellie. I like the man's Mog. Look at that guy. Bit in between Mr. Warsham next year. Shamans don't look too terrible. Like, I think the tier set is going to be a little bit weird, but it's going to be solid. Like, that's what Shamans are saying right now. In like the Shaman Discord. They're like, oh, people are complaining because they don't really want to press run their fire. And they're like, I totally get that. But like, their tiers, they're saying that their tier set still looks really, really good. It still looks like a strong tier set choice. Alright, let me go get myself a Murloc on my own. A little blue one. Because he kind of matches me. Let me do also one of these, because fun toys are fun. Big old recalibrator, and I'll get myself food in a bit here. Jonai? I kind of want to do a Night Elf Warlock. Or maybe I should do Jonai. Night Elf, Jonai, Blood Elf. Human. I wish Night Elves could be Warlocks. Maybe I'll go Nightborn in this thing or something. Because Stroll is good, but like, I don't know, man. It just... Like, Trolls are good for the racials, but I just don't really like that their look, I guess. They're alright. Night Elf? Panda? Dwarf? Another panda? Xanda? Human, that'll work. I'm not gonna go for too long. Send a screenshot of it. Of the damage? Of the moment of clarity. Oh yeah, Moonfire, right? You said Moonfire. Is it Moonfire that procs it? Yeah, that's nutty. There you go, Vapera Pally. Perfect. Beautiful. Nightborn, babe. Yeah, dude, Nightborn are great. I can't really do Nightborn with this toy though. It doesn't apply in Void Elf, it doesn't apply Dark Iron Dwarves, and it doesn't apply Nightborn. But it does have Night Elf. It has Cool Tyrion, has Mechanomes, but some of it doesn't have. But the Nightborn, have you also seen Larissa? They are doing even more customization for Nightborn. With the eyes, you can go green, purple, blue, all that. Raid check. Countdown 10. Now, I can't see the numbers of countdown, but I can listen to them. When I hear a big old dong. I think I got it right. There's nothing to spell here, right? How's the dungeons going? Pretty good. Pretty good. Have too many Nightborns perfect then? Yeah, I want to go for more Nightborn. I also want to get more Night Elves, and with the cross-faction thing that they're doing for guilds and stuff. Oh, it's going to be so good. Oh, it's going to be so good. Let's go for most damage here then, yeah. Don't really have a lot of movement as a spec. Oh god. My health. My health. Okay, I don't want to get super far away. I don't want to fear them real quick. I don't know if fear is going to do anything. But we are going to want to try to prioritize the dragon best we can. Best we can here. If we can. The damage Warlock does is a lot though. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot of dudes though. That's a lot of dudes still alive. I can't really see any of them. That's that's a problem. Yeah, run. If you can, run. Oh god. Oh, okay. He bubbled or something, I think. That worked out, and we did 100k. Yo, destruction, man. Alrighty. If you guys needed some of my health stones, here they are. No, this tunage. Yeah, we're fine. You're fine. We're fine. Okay. But please attack him. Big luster buster. I love it. I do... One thing to say about Warlocks, if anything, though, is they are not really mobile. They are very much like, please let me stand and cast. Oh, God. Well, I gotta run into you. Okay, well, we can do one of these. We can port. At least we can port back. Don't want to have to move if I can help it. I want to do very, very little movement if possible. Okay, well that port is going to be the worst though. That's the most troll port I've ever seen. But maybe we could do okay here. But still doing a lot of damage, which I'm very surprised about. Because the front is going to be safe. So after he flies by, we're just going to go to the front. That's safe. I'm gonna scoot over here immediately. Yeah, we're fine. He's probably gonna target me though, so I'm gonna port if that's the case. Never mind, doesn't even matter. Did decent damage actually, I'm surprised. I don't play a lot of Destro boys, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. You wanna pull them up? Big, big, big. I got a nice big infernal. Nice chunky little infernal for these boys. Are we doing it? Nah, I think we're gonna go slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, now we're gonna go for the big go. We should get a couple of dots in here. I'm gonna see if we can just blast this Mystic out for a little bit. Now we just set up big rain of fire. Lots of stuns. Although he's having to cut him around a lot, it just kind of hurts me a little. Like inside, like in my soul. But it's okay. He kind of has to cut him. See if I can just slam into this man's right here. So as long as I can stand still, I do feel pretty powerful. But as soon as I start moving, the damage really goes out of the window. I can see why people complain about Destruction Warlock in terms of, oh, I don't have enough mobility. Because you literally don't have enough mobility. Wait, you want to pull that guy? Okay. Solo. Okay, that's fine. It's actually better than pull solo. I guess I can, like, what, mosey over with a quick cast of Conflagrate. Uh-oh. I can purge. I need to be better purging. Much better purging. Remember the Feral only stealth only abilities? I'm a Feral. Remember when Feral had only stealth only abilities? Wait. Like, so I know they had Pounce and they had like Ravage, I think was the stealth only one, wasn't it? Is that what that was? Man streamed for like 2 hours, 45 minutes, didn't even notice? Me? Yeah, I had no idea, man. Honestly. Pulling more? Alright, go for it. Do I have cooldown reduction on my Infernal? I don't think I do. I don't think you run that anymore. Alright, big ghost here, hopefully. Actually, I got Chaos Bolts I could send. Let's fear them for a second. Is it right next to me? Ah, pain! My casting! Blah. I like he's cutting him around me so I don't have to move anywhere, and eventually I'm gonna get hit by that Valor Shield made a breach! Blah. Gonna take the breach armor. My damage is awful, by the way. God, that pull was bad. I need more big pulls where I can just rain of fire, man. I just need to make it rain. I just make it rain. Alright, are we pulling those? Yeah, we are. So far, so good. I like this tank. I like this guy. Where'd you find them, SP? What kind of friends do you make? Make good friends, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, I'm making it sound more toxic than I really am meaning to. I tried to say something funny and I'm just like, wow, that sounded off. That came on a little aggressive. Yeah. Oh, this is the worst part of Destro. This run right here. Worst part of Destro? Exercise. Having to run places. I'm telling you right now. Okay, but we got at least a lot of fire. A lot of fire. Keep him here. I'm gonna stun him just to make sure they stay. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Stay. Ah! At least we're an absolute tank. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to imagine, like, how would the new tier set work? I guess it would just put fire and everything. And you would just channel Demon Fire and just fire some more and... yeah. Don't really change much. Oh god, I can't even target that big guy. Where is he? There he is. No, that's not him. Alright, good enough. Gonna make it rain again. Having to like guess where you're gonna take him is also a little scuffed. At least it's scuffed from me. I'm having to guess. So I'm not getting full value on this Rain of Fires. But I'm a pretty good guesser though. Pretty good geo-guesser. Oh, this sucks. Blast. Bah. Yeah, my damage could be a lot. My damage would be a little bit better if I could had a more consistent Rain of Fire, but it's okay. Is that survival? It's actually really cool. I like Ellie a lot. The lightning build, not a lot of people run it. If you're trying to play Ellie and trying to play like lightning build, not a lot of people run it right now. But it can do okay. It's not amazing, but it can definitely do okay. Shaman is trying to see if he can swap over to me, yeah? Run in. Ooh. Nice. Dude, the Shaman knows the tricks. I like him. But yeah, I think Ellie's actually better than most people better than most people expect it to be. My eyeball stopped working. My screen got frozen. My monitor turned off. I lost all my frames. My frames, they fell out of my monitor. Wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It's totally my fault. That was lame. This gets blasted. It won't work on most obsolete tier set ever. It won't work as the most obsolete tier set ever. Rarely procs an AoE, so you're forced to spending a talent. So the most useless talent spell. I do agree with you, like the Destruction Warlock talents tree setup isn't the most ideal. Like, you'll literally pick up Shadowburn, but you won't press it, just so you can reach some of the other talents based on like the position that it's in. It's really, really weird. Wait. We are gonna do the double. I like that. I like the way you think. Oh yeah. Ow. I will need to find somebody here in a second. But Jukes, if you can walk to me. I need to stop burning myself. We can get you in a bit here. We don't need a res. We'll be fine. No, you don't need to be res. No, it's okay. No, I think we're fine. Yeah, I wouldn't be res. We're not in that trouble. Not in that much trouble. Not yet, at least. Although we will be. Cool. Now we can do normal res, and we can save the B-res for later. I think some groups sometimes panic and like, oh, B-res now, but it's like, it's okay. Doing feral things. Okay, you're literally beaming somebody from the sky. I don't think it's a feral thing. PPC coming soon? Hopefully, Shane. Hopefully. But yeah, I think by the end of this week, maybe, once you get a confirmation email from them that it's on the way, then yeah. But I'm kind of excited, actually. It's about that time for an upgrade, man. It's been a long, long while. Oh, that was weird. She knocked you up immediately? So right now you can do a thing with her where you take her to the other side and do the knock up. Then you take over to the, what is it, the Stormy side. But then you have her do like lightning ability. Whenever she's on lightning side, you have her do Stormy ability. So you have to kind of like glitch the boss out a little bit to make it work like that. But it's interesting that some people have been able to figure out how to do that. I had a friend of mine do that the other day. Yeah, hopefully we'll be okay here. Big Sanctifier on the way. I'm gonna get hit, aren't I? I'm gonna get aggro. Or not aggro. I should have set up a port ahead of time, because now I gotta track all the way. It's not ideal. But she's dead. Alright, my damage is actually surprisingly good though. Like for my item level, my damage is actually surprisingly better than what I expected to be. Like doing 50,000 DPS like baseline. It's pretty good for the item level in this character. But as long as I just stand still and get my cast off, is it alright? It's just a tragic talent to waste. Yeah. I think they really need a rework for the Industrial Warlock talent tree. Like the talent itself and the playstyle is not the worst idea. It could work. It doesn't work in the current setup that they have right now. With the current Destro talent design, it's just the talents don't really allow for a lot of like freedom in the talent tree. They just don't. They stun everything, set it all on fire. Okay, well at least I live. You're probably dead. Yeah, if you got the blue buff, you better find the caster, man. You can't just be like, oh, they'll come to me. I feel like at least as a melee or my rogue, for example, I'm always like looking for the caster to like soak with or clear with. Oh god, please, blasphemy, don't pull. Thank goodness she passed back over here. I was thinking she was gonna pass over to the big guys again. Oh, we're fine. That could have been bad, but we did okay. Make Shadowburn replace Confligate as a gainer. Make. Oh, that'd be interesting. Maybe rain of fire baseline, bake that 100% incinerated star generation. I did think that it definitely does need to be restructured a little bit. I do agree with you on that. I feel like all these abilities like Shadowburn, Soulfire, like needs to be like something you can easily, and then Shadow Fire, you need to be able to easily go into these abilities. You need to be able to easily pick up and then to flow into like the bottom talent tree. You know, that's how we'll do it. I don't know if he's gonna go for like a big go here. I don't think infernaling this is worth, but maybe it is. If it will infernal. Just infernal really hard. We'll just smack the marksman. It's obliterating the marksman entirely out of the game. Yeah, I guess my Chooks' cooldowns, I'm just not able to really do that much damage. But that was a lot of Chaos Bolts. I do wonder if my stats are all kinds of scuffed. You rarely change the challenge tree unless it's on extreme pure ST or pure AoE. Yeah, and even the pure ST stuff, I mean, you're using Havoc as a... What is it? As a ST. It's so weird. Like, I totally understand some of the issues they have with the spec and, like, design is a little bit wonky. But I do hope that they end up, like, fixing it up a little bit over time, though. You know? That's what I'm hoping for. Don't message me. Hey, I should try doing some Soul Shuffle War Games. I have no idea who even wrote me on BNet. Chat 13. I probably will. Oh, War Games, like 5v5 duels, but solos. Oh, that could be interesting. That could be kind of fun. That would be interesting. I'm not against that entirely. That'll be a lot to track, though. That'll be fun. Maybe we could do that with the community sometime. Because you can do, like, solos. Like, as a tourney style. Okay, so I can see why a lot of Desert Warlocks are out here. Just end up just kind of being sitting at a distance, not really moving in for the soaks. I can see why they do it, because they're literally just casting. They're literally just trying to get all the casts off. Because the class is so much like stand still and cast. You just kind of like a turret. Like, the damage is pretty good in a turret. For a turret, you do good damage. Who's not soaking? I think everybody were. Oh, also, there's this nifty little trick on how not to get hit by the doggos here. I'll show you, chat. I don't think this group is gonna do it. But if you do this. Okay. So everybody in the group needs to come over here. And jump on this little post. And you bring the dogs there. And they don't jump. Only the tank gets hit by them and they only auto you. They don't jump on anybody else ever. Like this jump right here. Doesn't happen. You could just stand there in the ZPS, like with range and all that, just DPS them. Just bring all the dogs to you. So you could do like a big dog pull, grab all those boys and everything. They don't leap, they just buff each other. Tank, you see the tank up, and you just melt them. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't really move, I'm so sorry. I got blood up 3 times, I'm gonna die! Oh, I better be the target. I better be the target of selection for this. Just so I can get bopped. Oh no, please bop, bubble, 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 bubble or bop. Something, anything. Nice. Please don't make me move if you can help it. Can't really go super far, so I'm so sorry. Kill it! Yeah. That was great. I do like some of the single target damage that this thing can do. Oh, we're doing a bear pack, bear pack, bear pack, bear pack. Bears. 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 Hopefully the shaman understands what we're doing. Bears. He can get over there. You can get in and out of that area with the bears. But you do this bear pull and you just get a lot of percentage out of it. It's pretty good. Except it's going to be a lot of kiting. Oh no, he bubbled it. Try to take as little damage as possible so you can just kind of stand still, which helps me a lot. I need more blasphemies. More blasphemies. More stuns. Give me more stuns. Keep them in place. Don't let them go anywhere. Don't let these bears go anywhere. Fear them out. So they don't go nowhere. Keep them there. Yeah, stun them. Yo, blasphemies, get in there. Get in, my little blasphemies, you. Little blasphemies, you. Yo, I'm losing my mind playing Destro. Losing my mind. I kind of like it though. Losing My Mind and play Destro. I like both of those too. Oh god, yeah, these bears on the bolster. Oh, big old bear. Yogi Bear. We missed one! Oh, come on, Douglas. Okay, well, we're killing the bear. Of course, it's gonna run as fast as possible. It's gonna run at Mach speeds. Oh, it's attacking me. Oh, help. Are you just gonna leave? You guys just left. Do you want to pick up the bear and then just port and let it? Okay, I'm gonna go with you. Fine. I have no idea. They literally just ran in and abandoned me. I don't know why. We had a bear. We attacked him. He attacked me. Bear follows us, I guess. Okay. Is that just percent? Because we have a lot of percent. We could. Can we skip? Go around. Oh, bear's on me. Think. Okay, I was gonna say. Can we do a skippy? So we need these two. We need one. But maybe we could skip the rest. Okay, both of them get pulled. Alright. Oh, hopefully the bear isn't social. Hopefully they're not social. Hopefully they don't see the bear and be like, I gotta help him. I'm actually gonna go Infernal here just because I feel like I'll have my Infernal back up for the bosses. Or I should have the Infernal back for bosses. Target me again. Swear, I dare ya. I dare you to target me again. I really need to get the pet dispel macro. Devil play demo mortal coil over 50% HP, 40% over the gym. Over fear? I think the fear is good, right? It's utility, isn't it? Because you can just kind of walk in and mob the casting, you can just hit it, fear him for a second. I know that the other is probably like good for survivability. We have more percent, more than a percent. They're probably getting the kegs, aren't they? You guys get kegs? You guys get the brewskis? Okay, we're good to go, boys! Oh my, dude, this actually is a really fun spec. Definitely, if you guys have not played Destro Warlock, this thing is definitely fun. If you can find moments to just stand still and get some casts off, this thing is pretty good. You can do some Demi. Drop down so well for all you boys. Here we go. By the way, definitely 50% HP on it. I don't know. Again, like Howl, I think is really, really solid. Like I really don't hate Howl. We're gonna get a second one. We should be able to get more of them popping in, yeah? Does it cleave down? Oh yeah, there we go. He'll take the challenge. Now we can just havoc him. Now we can have two that we could fight. Oh god, I got way too many soul shards built up. So much soul shard building. Oh, enough to even draw aggro. We literally drew aggro, boys. Literally drawing blood and drawing aggro. Total thunk. Is the other one gonna spawn maybe? Hopefully we get another one spawn in, yeah? We'll just maybe focus him down. Give him a quick old Chaos Bolty. Beautiful. Oh god, I'm taking a lot of damage there. Big shields. It's okay. I have dark pack. Like I'm mostly survivable. Except there, I guess it wasn't. I think the problem is I'm not in melee of ya. So whenever you have fist weaving, it doesn't actually reach me because I'm not within like your range. I think it's the problem. You know what? I kind of want to. I kind of want to hit it. I kind of want to hit that mob just for like the resources. Cool. We got everything for Scovold, and I'm probably just gonna throw everything at him. Might as well. And maybe we'll have lust for the final boss. Maybe we'll have luster for Odin. A good old Odin. Do 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 do. If you play Incinerator build, you can flag double Casbolt the Rain of Fire. You're not wrong. Yeah, I do need to get better at that. I am playing, I think, an Incinerator build. I'm playing whatever's the M+ build. I feel like I just have way too many of these Casbolts or soul shards, soul shards, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Am I gonna be in a bad spot? I definitely do feel like I can't really move unless I'm conflict rating. And when I do have to move, I just have to chug across. But I feel like a lot of the other warlocks are very, very similar to that. Maybe like, I mean, I feel like demonology is very, very similar to that too, isn't it? At least it feels kind of similar. Nice. I mean, single target damage doesn't feel bad. Can flag, double Casbolt, Rain of Fire, by the way. You can flag after... Wait. You can flag after double Casbolt, Rain of Fire. Wait, so you'll Casbolt, come flag, and then you'll just get a bunch of incinerates out? Is that how you do it? Is that better? Just build up a bunch of resources, a double conflagration, or double Casbolt, come flag, double incinerate? Is that the best way? I'll try it here. I'll see if I can build up a little bit of resources. I will try. I just don't know if I have a lot of mobility for this place. I'll maybe play support here and hope that'll be something. 10 incinerate damage after conflagging. Okay. Yeah. I'll try it. I'll try it out. Can I talk to... Okay, he talked to him. Oh, he just punched SP. How would he do that? Okay, so Casbolt. Casbolt. That's a lot of Casbolts, and we got conflagrates. Okay. Oh, I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I probably should have selected a different mob. I end up selecting Odin as the primary target. I guess it'll be fine. Double Casbolt. We'll get a couple more of these. Okay, so that's super far away. Can I port? Okay, that maybe will help. Alright, we just gotta move here. Now we just gotta move. Oh, please. Alright, I'm dropping this down. Full busted already. Lots of Casbolts up. So Casbolt, come flag, incinerate. I'm gonna get hit, but I live because Warlock. That's funny. One more. Incinerate. Okay. Oh, okay. I think you might be right about that combo. That may... Ooh, top damage. I am actually very much surprised by that, chat. Top damage 396 item level. Not the highest damage ever. Definitely could do like 100k or something. But this man right here got score, got gear. I mean, actually, me and him are basically the same item level. Actually, just about everybody in this group is about the same item level. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good trinket. 2y. Awesome, awesome. If I would have got the Eye of Scold, I would have traded to you if I could. I don't know, I didn't get one, but I would have. Hell yeah. Hunger of the Pack is a good trinket. And we got solid gold bracers. Nice. That's good. Thank you so much, boys. Appreciate ya. That's how I hit 170k incinerated, by the way. Did I hit 170k incinerated? I mean, I'm sure I hit it really high because I'm hitting Odin while, yeah, like I'm hitting Odin while I'm buffed up though, like with the Valkyrie buff. But that was awesome. I enjoyed that. That sure felt really good to play. Why would you trade that's one of the best? Because I know for Paladins it's like their best trinket. So I would do it because you know what? I have Feather. I know I could have the feather and iris sculpted, but that'd be greed, and I want to give back to the community, especially to the boys that helped me out with my key. You know? 399, I'm leveling in less than 4 days, not too bad. That's not bad at all. That's really quick. And that thing popping off. I honestly, I thought we were gonna get carried by the shaman, but it looks like it actually ended up being kind of like a, you're a warlock. Greed equals correct. Dude, it's part of my class fantasy, I know, but come on, man. It's literally part of my class fantasy. Thank you so much, Machooks. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you so much. That's really awesome of you. Picking sack of terrorists. Is that for the new stuff? Oh no, that's the old trinket. Okay. Alrighty, boys. I got a raid to get to. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we got raid testing, boys. Tomorrow we got some normal bosses, mythic bosses, and then I think maybe mythic pluses that we can do. But I want to see if we can maybe try some of the new tier system stuff. That could be kind of cool. I want to definitely give Frost DK another go. I think like a proper crit heavy DK with haste heavy death knight would maybe do really well. I want to see if I can maybe craft a bunch of haste on a DK ahead of time. Like I can make crafted rings and stuff and all that. So maybe I could just like make a bunch of stuff, because I just need like a ring with a socket, because inside of dungeons and stuff, it's all scales anyway. So maybe I could do something like that. Yeah, go jewel crafting, pump it up a little bit, give myself a ring or two, give myself the best stats that I need, and maybe just make myself some fully properly crafted characters, give them all a try. But tomorrow I want to do some raid testing, so tonight I'll probably take it easy. We'll have raid testing day afterwards, and then back to regular projects. You guys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow be here for the raid test in case you guys want to join. I'll be trying to get into some of the groups myself, and hopefully I'll be able to set up a character or two for test. I want to test Rogue, I want to test Death Knight, I want to test maybe some casters. I'll get a couple of characters set up, getting them tier sets and all that. I'll probably put them all on Realm and Asterion if they are still doing the like non-cross realm testing, just in case. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll see all you boys in another stream. Alrighty. Foxy, here you are. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, you guys have a good one. Peace.
Walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey.